Glorious leader says no freedom.
Glorious oppressor.
Glorious leader says no. Glorious leader says no freedom. Welcome everybody to the ClusterJunk podcast. We occasionally talk about video games and every other thing that's happening in the world. As normal, we're joined by Beatnik, 1000 Colors, Spaced Flipper, and Freely Gaming.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
You were
I didn't nearly say co-optional podcast then.
Welcome to the
Welcome to a
co-optional
podcast on
podcast.
Don't Run.
Well, we're not there yet. Maybe one day.
How are we all today?
One day.
Great.
It's the dream.
I'm really grumpy today. I said that earlier. But I'm really grumpy today.
It's true, she is.
I'm looking over the topics here.
I'm just hating on some people at school just because they're retards. So.
I love our structure. Like,
A lot
has
of people
slowpoke news,
raise
but we
their
haven't ever done any. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get
Well,
on.
I think
Yeah, we did it like twice.
we haven't done it for ages though. We kind of just restructured it to do whatever the hell we want. So.
Yep.
We're doing
Yeah.
whatever we want.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Remove the
Freedom.
structure.
Yay.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's been
Glorious leader,
improved.
Glorious leader
Death
says
to
no
the
freedom.
glorious oppressor.
Glorious leader says no. Glorious leader says no freedom. Why is someone typing so fucking much?
Holy
It's always
crap, are you like...
Tom.
Damn it.
That sounds
Yeah,
like you're
that.
tap dancing on eggshells.
Yeah. Well, it is a
Use such
mechanical
a thing.
keyboard. That's kind of what I expected.
I just
Tap
find
dancing on
it.
eggshells with
Okay,
mechanical
yes.
keyboards.
I just find it funny that you like had like a really detailed explanation for it. You like instead of saying, "Oh, it sounds like you're typing on your keyboard," you're like, "Oh, it sounds like you're tap dancing on eggs." Yeah.
It totally did, though.
It sounds like
You sound
kicking
like-
How
kidneys
would
around
you
a small
know?
concrete room.
Yeah. Ugh. That's just sad.
You know,
But
tap
why are you
dancing on
laughing?
eggs. Tap dancing on eggs is killing innocent chicks, so, you
Well,
know.
they're
No,
already
the
dead.
eggshells.
So...
The chickens are already dead.
so
Well,
it's
that's
okay.
even worse. You've deliberately killed these chickens just to tap dance on an eggshell.
You're tap dancing
We
on
made
these
a
poor chickens'
pavlova out of them,
husks.
so it's okay.
You made a what?
Wow, we are now just...
Pavlova.
Oh, I thought you said you made a throw cushion out of them. You made a
What
throw
a
cushion out of the dead eggs.
No, it was just
What
out
you
of,
did.
it was
What else
just
would you use them for?
it was just
Well,
out of
throw
the
cushions,
chicken
apparently.
husks. You know, poor
A
chicken.
throw cushion out of chicken husks.
This just sounds
Rest in
gross.
peace. Rest in peace, chickens.
Chicken.
Do you like
husks.
my new array of throw cushions here made from various dead animals? This
Like
one is an
chicken
elephant.
How do you
It's
like your
quite
eggs?
big.
Throw cushion.
Yeah. I think that's a chicken husk.
Next time anyone asks me about eggs, I'm going to ask them to throw cushion it. What's a throw cushion?
You
Where
like
you get
your
from the
eggs?
opposite side
Throw
of the room
cushion.
and lob the eggs at the frying pan. Hopefully it goes in. If it doesn't, you just cook it anyway. Nothing lands in the frying pan, you don't get eggs. That's how you throw cushion a pillow. Throw cushion a pillow,
And
throw
then-
cushion an egg. There you go.
Okay.
Throw cushion pillows.
Yes, throw cushion pillows.
Yeah, this podcast is like really chill
So-
now. It's like, oh, we're just doing whatever the hell we want, talk whatever we
Well,
want.
that's how it should be.
We don't
But also
care.
someone has-
We've got this massive list here and everyone's like...
Yeah, someone has also
Yeah,
Eggshells.
chicken
Yeah.
husks. Dead chickens.
someone has also changed the episode into YSESY
Sassy, one up, do one I. 9.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
Anyway,
I wonder
so
who
what's
did
the first
this.
topic of the day. First topic of the day: don't starve together. Don't starve multiplayer teas. Is anyone else
I
excited
haven't actually
about
played
this?
Don't Starve.
Oh my god, you need to.
I thought it was really good. I still haven't really put enough time into it to actually get anywhere decent.
I've unlocked
But-
3 or 4 characters. I've
I've-
unlocked up till the muscle man.
I've
That's
owned
the
Don't
worst.
I've only
Starve
played enough
for
to enjoy it
ages.
and see what it's good for, and that's kind of all I got to.
Yeah,
Um,
I've had
I've-
Don't Starve for ages, but I haven't played it along with the other 500 of my games.
I played about 5, probably more matches or lives or whatever you'd want to call it, and I've come to the conclusion so far. Out of the 3 characters that I own, the muscle man, like the third character you unlock is a muscle guy. That the more fed he is, the stronger he is. But as he gets less fed, he gets weaker. And I've come to the conclusion that he is fucking terrible because if he goes near a monster, he will his sanity just drops so fast.
He vomits all the food he's eaten
And
ever.
and then the normal character, the guy, is just Wilson, and he's actually okay. But the best character so far I found is Willow, who starts with a lighter, and you pretty much barely need anything, because you could just like, hey, I haven't set up a camp for the night. Thank you for following, Space Wolfer. Anyway, yeah, the character Willow, so far I found that you can just pretty much survive the night by setting fire to all of the trees and just making a massive bushfire and just living out the night like that.
That's what I do in real life.
Yeah, that's why
Sometimes.
I've had those horrible bushfires over the few years.
Also,
Cameron's been in
she's
the
immune
bush
to
going
fire.
like, oh no, like I'm gonna die out in the forest. Well, may as
I
well
kinda-
take the rest of the country with me.
Well, she is immune to fire as well, so and she gains her sort of sanity back when she's near fire.
I wish
She's
Australians
basically
were
invinci-
immune to fire.
You probably are. You just haven't tested it yet.
We could
Oh
live in hell.
well, actually, you say we
Actually,
haven't
all
tested it,
Dragonborn.
but we kind of have. Not purposely.
Actually, there was
No-
that guy that set himself on fire.
Well,
trying
this,
to test.
we have Black Saturday or whatever. It's one of the weekend days, and lots of people died in a
Saturday.
bushfire. Yeah, it is Saturday. Yeah,
Mm.
and
That's
yeah. So
inconsiderate.
we're not
naming
immune to
something after the
fire,
colour of the
unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's very inconsiderate. Let's call this holiday Friday, Saturday. Why? Because a lot of people were burned to a crisp.
It's not a holiday, dude.
It's
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not a
Holiday.
holiday. We don't
Yeah.
celebrate.
Yeah. It's
Woo,
not-
those people died.
It's not like
So what do you
Veterans
think
Day.
of Australians?
Screw
God.
you, Jim next door.
It's like we're known for
Your house
like
burnt down.
we're like known for like having the Aussie spirit and that, and then we just celebrate the day that like a bunch of people
Ate
died
shit.
The Aussie
secretly.
spirit. The Aussie spirit to the rest of the world is you drink a lot, you have a lot of barbecues, and you swear, and the C word is a compliment, basically.
Not a compliment, but
It's, I wouldn't say that's.
Yeah, not
True
really.
far-fetched.
Don't
It's
be a
just
cunt,
that
but
we
it can be a cat.
Glorious Leader says so.
It's fairly close.
I love Beats just like
Well-
it's pretty close actually. Everyone else is like no,
Yeah.
no. Beats
Yeah.
just like
No, I agree.
That's-
We have a lot of barbecues. We drinking a lot, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Really
I was
just
gonna say,
swearing
this
is
is
a bit-
probably the first podcast
swearing
where
is
I
a bit
haven't
of a
been drinking,
stereotype.
actually.
oh,
See?
okay.
Beatniks
I
are
mean, come
drunk.
on, Beat. It's 1 in
It's
the
just,
afternoon. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Be
it should-
drunk by now.
Hey, come on. It's 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Why do you
It's
still
it's
after midday.
sober?
like it's like 10 p.m. but whatever.
I'm not.
Or
What are you
it's
talking
like
about?
9
It's 1 p.m.
over
in
there.
1 p.m. in the afternoon in the UK. So
Well, we're not in the
It's
frickin'
5 p.m.
UK, so
somewhere.
go die.
okay then. Enough people use the excuse of like. Enough of the people use excuses like.
Wow, you just
like,
crossed colours.
I wish to I'm gonna go have a nap. It's 2 p.m. somewhere, sort of thing, and like they're napping at like 10 a.m. But it's 2 p.m. somewhere, so it's 1 p.m. here. You should not be drinking.
I don't think anybody in Australia has
not?
ever used
Why
that.
not?
It's more so, I'm gonna have a drink. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, see, there we go.
It's 5 o'clock to me.
Yeah,
But it's 1 p.m. here, so there we go.
it's 1 p.m. somewhere.
That divulged quite fast away from.
From Don't
Yeah.
Starve.
Don't starve.
Well, we were
But it
talking
is
about
I've
fire
never
been
and
Don't
a
then...
Starve.
And I'm an alcoholic.
The thing that I
Hi,
love is
Beatnik.
the community for
Someone
Don't
gets it.
Starve.
Yeah.
The community for Don't Starve is just going completely apeshit about it. Like, they've completely split down the middle. Like, some of them are just like, oh my god, multiplayer's coming, this is fantastic. And that's me, the people that are just completely spazzing out about this because it's like the best thing ever. Because Don't Starve's a pretty fucking good game, and having two people is just even more fun. And then there's the people who are just like, diehard, my dad is Bear Grylls, who are just like, in the wild, you wouldn't even have friends, you would have killed them. It's like, Don't Starve
Are there
shouldn't
actually
have
people
multiplayer.
going like that about this game?
Well,
Okay, a lot of the communities and stuff are saying like, "Oh my god, Don't Starve shouldn't have multiplayer. You said it wouldn't have multiplayer, so it shouldn't have multiplayer. It doesn't need multiplayer."
why
yeah.
is it?
Then
I
play
just
single
don't see.
player.
Players.
I just don't see. Yeah, I don't see why it's such a big deal.
No.
Some people going, "Oh, you wouldn't
Sometimes-
have friends in the wild or in a survival situation, or whatever." It's like, well, actually, if you look up
There also
some of the
wouldn't be
top survival
monsters.
situations a lot of the time there were groups or pairs of people. So ha
But no.
ha ha.
What I find
ha.
really stupid
Yes,
is though, yeah, of course you can just go. I want to play a single player, so I'm going to play a single player game. It's like it's not. No game ever has started
have
as a
to play
single player game. Yeah, has started as a single player and then suddenly said, no,
changed.
you have to
Yeah.
play multiplayer now that we've released it. And people just seem to be going
Sorry,
apeshit
the
over
name
that
was single
idea.
player.
Yeah. Sorry, we've removed a single player.
Didn't Sims do that?
Hmm?
Not Sims. SimCity.
They didn't have
No?
single player to start with, though, did they? Originally, they started straight as multiplayer.
Oh, their first games did. Yeah.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
game in particular didn't start with it. But that's
such a
EA.
disappointment.
That's EA and their whole. That's EA and the whole. Hey,
That's EA,
this
they're in a
this
different
this
league.
won't work. It won't work. It can't work without multiplayer all the time. What's that? You don't like multiplayer? No, guys, no, it works without multiplayer now.
Yeah, EA.
Stop! Come
EA
back!
is
Come
a
back! We need the
special
money.
case, a very very special case. So I don't think they
That-
really count.
Yeah.
They're the
You know-
best friends.
You know what they should
who
add
call
into
you
The
a
Sims
dick and
4?
then ask for money.
What?
They should add substance abuse into The Sims 4. Like,
Oh,
full on.
Oh,
Jesus
that
Christ.
just got
Absolutely
dark
full on.
really
That would
quick.
be
You
DLC
get
though.
fucking
Wow.
pills.
Yeah,
That'd
DLC.
Yeah, DLC.
That'd be so
Junkie
great.
it. Oh,
That's
get,
an expansion pack.
Yeah.
no, I'd be like,
I'd
oh
buy
yeah,
that.
Probably
I'm
is.
I'm
would be
gonna
so-
Drinking Sims.
I'm gonna buy
It's-
Sims 4 Junkie
I can
Edition. Ho 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 ho.
I can imagine, like, though, if they did that, like, EA would probably be like, okay, here's the junkie edition, but that's just a taste. To get more heroin, you need to pay for more. Like, you know, they're like the heroin dealer. They're like, hey, here's some heroin, have it for free. You want some more? You better pay for it, bitch.
Yeah.
want it to be, like,
Otherwise, you'll
dark.
get shot.
Like, really,
Yeah.
really dark. Like, you
That's
join the
EA
criminal
though.
career, all of a sudden people start coming over to your house at the middle of the night, busting up your garden and all that crap.
The thing
Well,
Ooh.
that already
Like, people
happens
come
in
knocking on your
Sims
door,
3.
"Where's my money?"
You have
No,
like
but
little.
to a greater extent.
Yeah, it's
I
like
find
you,
it, like,
you have
ridiculous,
like,
like,
but like
violent
seriously, have you played The Sims 3 and then had some little shitheads come around and knock over your gnomes? No. So, you know.
the problem is with Sims 3 is my characters
Well, that's a
normally
big
would kick
deal.
their own gnomes, which didn't really make much sense. And also,
Yeah,
we had-
why
I
would
think-
you
I don't know
destroy
if-
your own
Frickin'
garden?
gnome. Screw you.
I don't know if it was a gnome or I know in Sims 3 my family had like I don't know if it was a gnome or like a garden ornament or something or other. I think it actually was a gnome, but it was a sentient being. Like every no, seriously, this is a true story. This is a true thing that happened.
story.
I don't know what object it was, but you know, I think it was a gnome or something maybe. They just randomly appeared in my garden, like the game was like such and such just came to your house sort of thing, like or whatever it does, and it was like a gnome sort of thing. I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe I think it was just after doing an achievement or something. So I was like, okay, I guess that's just sort of a reward or something. It might be like the magic gnome that you get money from in the old games. But then like I was just like, okay,
useless.
continuing with my day and that, and I come back a few hours later. I was like, wait a minute, the gnome isn't in the front garden anymore. What the fuck's it in the kitchen for?
Yeah, and then it's like in your house.
like-
It's like
yeah,
some creepy
and,
thing
like,
that's gonna like stab you in
Every
the
time
middle
like
of the
I
night.
left and come back, and it was moving around the house just like every time I moved the camera away from it. It was like teleporting around locations. I was like, what the fuck's this gnome doing? Eventually I was like, no, I'm creeped out by that gnome too much. I'm deleting that gnome.
Yeah,
He's getting
It's
out of
like-
my house.
it's like Chucky or something. He just comes to life. It's like Toy Story. He
fucking
just
strange.
Your
moves
sim
around.
is sleeping. It's like watching it.
It's actually a leprechaun.
Fucking strange gnomes.
Sometimes it actually teleports and it like watches you as you're sleeping.
I think that did actually happen. I think when I deleted it, actually, it teleported like up into one of the bedrooms. I was like, nope, that's getting out.
Yeah. That shit's creepy.
I was like, nope.
And then
Goodbye, gnome.
then it's like you have a dog gnome or something, and then it just pulls out this like or like it just pulls out a knife or something. Yeah, it's like,
Just there with a knife. Has
Yeah.
that dog got a knife?
it's like an
No.
ASD for whatever, and it's like, oh look, a puppy, and it's like, watch out, honey, that he has a knife or whatever. And he's like, oh no, I don't.
Ooh, a puppy! Oh, careful, honey. He has a knife. What? No, I don't.
That dog's got a knife. No, don't.
So good. Oh,
Alright,
we lost
do you wanna-
Beatnik.
Yeah, do.
Oh,
You're just like, yeah, whatever.
rip in
Jesus.
peace, big Nick.
Yep, R.I.P. We barely knew ye. But
He died too young.
Now that we've covered gnomes, murderous gnomes, and Bear Grylls, do we want to move on to the next subject of the day?
Sure.
Because
Yes.
I mean, that's an interesting discussion for 15 or so minutes. Someone else want to introduce this? Because I haven't actually looked into any of this, whatever the fuck this is.
Neither have I.
I think Beat brought this in.
Uh,
God damn
we
it,
could just
Beat.
go on to the second one.
Yeah, let's just skip this for now. Beat
Yeah,
can
it was
come
skip
back
it.
to this one. Nintendo wins IGN's People Category Choice Award for E3 2014 in every category.
Wow.
People
That's-
like
yeah.
Nintendo that much?
Yeah, people
I
actually
love
like
Nintendo now.
Nintendo, but no,
Yeah,
yeah,
what?
Beatnik's like completely
like
gone.
Nintendo.
No, no.
Oh.
Oh, he just
Good
came
feedback.
back online on Steam, so I guess he'll be back in a second.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Does anyone know anything about this? Because again, it's Nintendo. So my relationship with Nintendo lasted till like the SNES era. Well, no, actually N64. No, GameCube. GameCube, of course. I forgot. I always forget GameCube's a Nintendo console. I mean, it was a good console, so
Mm.
you know. who
It
could
was
blame me
good,
for not
so I
remembering
thought
it?
it was something else.
Yeah, it was good. So I thought it was from a professional game company, not like Nintendo.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Yeah.
Beatnik's
Right,
back,
so
yeah.
the three categories were games, conferences, and overall. This was on IGN's website, and you could pick between Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo for voting. And apparently, everybody voted for Microsoft.
I think that's purely probably because
Not
of Smash
Nintendo,
Brothers.
sorry.
Smash
I thought it was
Brothers.
Nintendo.
Yeah, Smash
Yeah,
Brothers.
for Nintendo.
you know.
'cause why not?
Owned E3. Everyone was so hyped for that game. Pretty much nothing could stop that.
Definitely.
Like that's the only reason I think people buy like Nintendo stuff. It's like Smash Brothers or Zelda or Pokemon.
Yeah, that's why I did for Zelda, Pokemon, and Smash Brothers.
See, there isn't really
Yeah.
any other. The problem is they won't allow other IPs onto their console. They're just like, no, you can't go near our precious Zelda, Mario, and no, you can't touch Zip Precious. We can't taint their precious with new IPs. They will live forever.
Yeah, they don't really go for anything new.
I mean, Zombie U was a great idea, and then, yeah,
Doesn't happen.
Enough said. It's like then, yeah.
Yeah,
like, the problem was
and
like,
rest in peace.
what company in their goddamn freaking mind thinks it's a great idea to say, let's exclusively give Nintendo an IP? I mean, if you're talking about consoles, sure, Xbox and Sony, well, when they were PS3 and Xbox 360, nowadays it's just, do you want to give someone an exclusive IP? Okay, go to Steam. Because just consoles have just degraded so badly.
What do you mean degraded so badly?
Yeah, they still
Xbox
got some
One,
pretty good games.
Xbox
What do you
One,
mean degraded so badly? Xbox One.
Xbox One, the Wii U not having games for I don't know how long. It's like
Wii
finally
has plenty of
it's
games.
It's still got
no,
massive player
it's-
bases, and Wii U's getting really good now.
yeah, it's finally
Yeah.
starting
Yeah,
getting
definitely.
games though. Look how long it took it to start though, and also the Xbox One and PS4
But-
barely have games
You
either.
can't really say it's degraded.
started
it's just
getting
that they released it
games.
and they've started putting content out for it now. It's later
Yeah.
than everyone would have wanted, but
Well,
It started getting games after E3. That's why it's like it won everything because they piled out everything for the Wii U.
it won
Mm.
everything because they were just like, quick guys, look, we've got games finally now. You can actually use your Wii U for something. It's like, oh yeah.
they've had good
Still
games
got-
coming
it's got
out of
plenty of
it.
games. What are you talking about?
The thing that, well, okay, let's see.
got-
The Wii U removed the backwards capability for GameCube. Why?
But they've always done that though. It's still had the backwards compatibility for the Wii. Like every Nintendo console has had backwards compatibility to the previous generation. So they
It
haven't
hasn't.
forced your hand in upgrading
No, it
unless
hasn't.
you
Except for game.
wanted the best.
Okay, GameCube and N64. Put an N64 cartridge in the GameCube.
All right, sorry, that was a bad example. But like
Let's see,
that's
put
what
put
they've
a
done.
SNES cartridge in a
Like-
NES, a NES cartridge in N64.
Like it's the first time they've had backwards compatibility. It was from
Okay.
the Wii to the GameCube, and now they've just done the same thing moving forward to the next gen. They've done the same with their actually most of the Game Boy like moving on, all the handheld consoles kind of did the same thing.
I
Game
don't-
Boy Advance could play Game Boy games.
But
The DS could play advanced games, was it? Or
the problem I had
Yeah, it could play
was
Yeah.
and now the 3DS can play DS games.
okay. How
They all
hard
sort
is
of go
it
one generation backwards.
with the Wii U to the Wii? The Wii U has backwards capability to the Wii. Now, how hard would it be to keep the GameCube backwards capabilities? I mean, I can't imagine it's too hard to keep the Wii and the Wii U in there. So, the GameCube backwards capability. I like my GameCube games. I mean,
Yeah, but you
would
don't really know how
Then
hard it would be.
keep a
Like,
Wii.
it could, for all you know, it could be like a
easy enough for them to
complete
take it
hardware
out.
change. That's the problem.
Season after.
Yeah, because as it was, like the Wii would have been emulating a GameCube to do the backwards compatibility, and now suddenly you're going to be emulating within an emulator or something like that.
I'm
No,
not
just
sure.
have an emulator
Like-
button, the same as the Wii.
I know that it has its virtual console though. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if the Wii U does, but I know that the Wii did, and that went back 2 generations.
Yeah.
So they might
Yeah,
be
the
doing
Wii U
something
does
similar
have
to
that.
that.
The Wii U
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
have
there you go.
virtual console, or does?
Does yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, here's another thing. Xbox,
There's
for
your
some
backwards
reason,
compatibility.
Xbox 360 had very limited backwards capability. You know, it would only play a certain few original Xbox games, and you had to have Xbox Live for that.
I'm not sure
And
if you had to
then-
have Xbox Live.
You did.
I'm
I
pretty
tried
sure.
it on a brother's. You had to have Xbox Live so you could download the drivers and shit like that needed.
Right. So one time though.
Yeah.
Right.
But then there was the fact, like, as even the only games company that the only console that I kind of back, which is Sony, even those piss me off with hey, let's release PS1. Okay, of course it doesn't have anything backwards capability because it's nothing backwards, but PS2 had PS1, PS3 had PS1, but not PS2.
Makes
And-
sense.
The original models did have PS2.
Yeah, that was a very
Oh, really?
stop.
Then they
The
yeah,
That's
the very
original
first
down-
ones. If you've got an original PS3, that's worth like $1,000 on
my
eBay.
original one doesn't. My original one was an original one as well, and it doesn't. We had a
Really?
limited. Yeah, we had there was a limited edition one which was released with it, which was like it had my one is a 40 gig one, which is the first ever ones they released. Then they released a 60 gig version which had PS2 backwards capability, and then they went
Yeah.
upwards and upwards and upwards.
Right. Because I got the 60 gig model. I got that with a TV, and
Yeah,
that that didn't have backwards compatibility. But my mate who had got the original 40 gig model, that did have the backwards compatibility, and he's kept hold of that just because he knows it's worth so much.
mine wasn't.
Right.
Mine's just slim now anyway because my old one broke. We had like a special edition one over here, or whatever that had the drivers and stuff. I don't know if it's different per country, but over here,
Yeah,
I
I was gonna say
wouldn't
maybe
pay
it
it.
was.
But
Yeah, per region.
and I don't know about PS4, but does that have backwards capability for anything?
No, it doesn't. That's
Yeah.
why they're doing the whole
Yeah,
PlayStation
yeah,
Now.
remakes.
Yeah.
They're doing remakes, and they got PlayStation Now, which sounds alright depending on what the pay model is going to be like. All I know is the beta's only in North America at the moment.
What's
I
PlayStation
think
now?
maybe
Is that
Canada.
like PSN? PSN Plus? Is that what that's like?
I think you
No,
can just
it's
rent
a
games from it.
subscription service, or I'm not sure if it's subscription or you rent games, but basically you just stream the game
Okay.
and play it on the cloud.
Yeah, I was going to say, PlayStation Plus is a sort of subscription-based thing for the PSN store on the PlayStation 3, and what that is, it gives you discounts on certain game, like absolute shitload of games, and also it gives you free games every month, like a collection of free
Yeah.
games for the PS Vita, PS4, and PS3.
Or
It's essentially the Xbox Live subscription for the PlayStation,
Yeah,
but it's so much better value than Xbox Live is. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
gold.
true.
Yeah, gold subscription. They're
See-
just the games. Like I couldn't get over like Bioshock Infinite being one of the free games. Like 3 months after it was
Oh,
released,
yeah.
or 6 months maybe. I was like, "Wow, are you serious? I've already got it on PC, and I'm not going to play it, but it's still awesome that that's just given."
oh yeah,
And they're like that for
Yeah.
all their consoles. The one subscription covers like the Vita, the PS4, and the PS3.
yeah.
If you got all three consoles, it's such good value.
I've got a
I've
PlayStation.
never bought a Vita game. I've bought like one
Hmm.
Vita game, and I've got so many to play on there.
See, I've got PSN Plus just for my PS3, and I get good enough value just from that for like the 2 or so games they give you free a month. I can't even keep up with it. I mean, I got Dead Space free the other day. I'm a good fan of Dead Space and that, and I was kind of on the fence about Dead Space 3, but it's actually a good game. Payday 2, although the problem is the Payday 2, the console version is so stripped back and so bare compared to PC. But Borderlands 2, I'm a massive fan of Borderlands, and they gave me it for free, and I was like, yes, fine. You know.
Didn't you already own it? Oh, for PC, right?
I owned it for PC and Xbox 360. I didn't own it on PS3. So, you know, it completed up my trifecta of owning on every console that it's on.
Right.
Yeah, I have an addiction to Borderlands 2. My name is OG Nerd, and I'm addicted to Borderlands 2.
Hi,
The first
OG
step.
nerd.
Just admitting.
So,
We,
that's
are
gonna
we
have to
still on
call you,
backwards
like-
compatibility?
Oh,
Are we still on backwards compatibility? Because I found something just a few seconds ago, and they just said that it's really to do with the actual hardware that's in the PS3 or PS4.
yeah, like
So
for me,
really, it's not just like a simple change in their OS or whatever that they can make. It's really something a bit deeper with how they build their console, which is all right. Like, I mean, there's not much they can really do about it if they're trying to, kind of get that match between performance and price. Well, some things aren't going to be able to be put onto the PS4.
Yeah, like on the note of backwards compatibility or whatever, I'm like, everyone's like, oh, I want all my consoles to be backwards compatible. But I'm like, or you can just be like me and make a tower of PlayStations. Like, I have my PlayStation 2 sitting on top of my PlayStation 3, and then when I get a PlayStation 4, it'll probably go on the bottom. So yeah,
Yeah.
a nice little tower.
See,
It's a
I would
genius
say
idea.
PS4, but
I would do that, but I'm such a diehard gamer that both with my consoles, they pretty much my PlayStation 1 died as I got my PlayStation 2. My PlayStation 2
Yeah,
died
same.
as I got the PlayStation Slim. My PlayStation Slim died as I got my PS3. My PS3
Alright.
died as I got my
How-
PS3 Slim.
I've never had a console die
What are
on
you
me.
doing to these consoles?
Ever. Like,
Playing a lot
everyone's
of
like,
games.
oh my gosh, Xboxes get like red rings of death and stuff, and my friend had
Never had
one
it.
for like a couple of years, and he got it, and I was like, oh, well, my Xbox still running, and I haven't had a problem with it, except the tray gets stuck every now and then, but that's like a fixable thing. I've never had the red ring of death, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what you people are talking about.
I've had 2 PlayStation 1s blow up on me.
Just explode.
Well, no,
He's just
but
like, "Whoa!"
fry.
PlayStation 1 going
Just
critical.
And then
As I was
Cameron's
playing it.
like, and I was in hospital for months.
Yeah.
With like
And
the
6 months
severe,
later.
with like
That's what
severe
happened
like
to my
third degree
first
burns
house.
on 90% of my body.
And then I had
That's why we had to move
my
to
Xbox 360 red ringed about 4 times, but it wasn't like
Bloody
3
hell.
or something. It was 2 or something. It was from overheating, so it just took a while, and then it was fine. That was around the time GTA 5 was released, by the way. So it was summer here. And then it bricked its hard drive, so we had to reformat it we had to buy a new hard drive, and I was like, well, it's not worth it, so I sold it, got an Xbox One. My PlayStation 2 survived the longest, and its eye that reads the disc has started to die.
Oh.
So I've had a couple of
My-
consoles
You know,
crap out on me.
I
I've
was
not had
pretty...
a console die.
Yeah, same. I was pretty horrible to my PlayStation 2 as well. I always like mucked around with the eye that like read the discs and that, and I was told not to, and I never knew why, so I'd always flick it and stuff. But no, it still works perfectly, and I'm like, wow. I just must be
think
like
I-
super lucky.
That's pretty impressive.
I
Yeah.
loved about my PlayStation 2. I think my PlayStation 2 was my most broken console. The motor that spun the disc was actually like breaking. To make a game work, I had to have it angled like at a 45-degree angle or so. So it would get the disc halfway, and then momentum would spin it. And it actually had to run half on momentum. I was like, it was so
Bloody
broken.
hell. Yeah.
I did have that with my one of my PS1s,
Yeah.
where
Just one
I
of
had to.
them.
Oh, I can't remember why. I had. Yeah, I had
Had to
a
angle
couple
it.
for some reason, but I remember having a point where you had to put it in. It would start. It wouldn't read the disc. You'd have to open it, flick the disc so it started spinning, and then quickly close it, and then it would suddenly start reading it.
Oh yeah, I've
Kickstart.
had
And then you'd
some
see that
people
logo
do
pop
that,
up on
yeah.
screen, and you're like, "Yes, got it."
Just
What the hell do you
kickstarting
people
it.
do to your consoles?
Yeah, I know. Some people
Seriously, I've only
like...
had the yellow light of death once, and that's not my fault at all. Like,
To be
other than
fair,
that, I'm
though,
totally clean. Like,
My consoles,
never broken.
like, they used to have like 8 hours or so a day played on them for like
Yeah,
the entire release of the console.
I played a shit ton of games when I was younger because I had nothing else better to do because I didn't have a life. And
No one has a life.
like I seriously,
Yeah.
I swear I played mine like 27. Like I'd never got any sleep or whatever. But my consoles are still going strong, every single one of them. So I don't know. I guess I'm just really lucky then,
I remember
because I didn't know
setting
they
my
broke.
Mega Drive and leaving that turned on for a week because I didn't want to lose the spot I was in on Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh, Sonic, yeah.
I'm guilty of that.
I think like
Just leaving it like, all right, please
Like,
don't
check
die.
it every day and just make sure it hadn't blown up and that it was still actually on screen. I'm like, it's still good. Turn it off. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, because
I
finally had a
my
chance to
mum
play it.
had a boyfriend at the time, which like he introduced me to like video games and stuff, and far out Sonic. Sonic was our vice. Like we always had to play Sonic and try and get to like a further level. So damn hard. Oh my gosh, Alex,
Yeah,
that's
That
so
game was actually
annoying.
pretty. I went
But,
back to Sonic 2 and like I was so thankful that they had safe state on the PlayStation 3 version, because seriously, I don't know how I did it back in the day, because it is so brutal in points.
Sonic is one of the only
Yeah.
games that I haven't completed, like the older ones at least, because they're just that fucking hard.
Yeah, the original Sonic in particular, because you had
Yeah.
no abilities. All you did was walk and jump, and you could
Yeah.
crouch while you're walking and you'd spin, but you couldn't like charge up a spin like you could in the second and third or anything.
Yeah. I
And
think
it
I
was
remember.
so hard.
I think I remember getting to Casino City and the little pinball machine things made me like lose all of the time in the level, and I was just like, fuck's sake. I'd like get stuck on them for like ages or something, and it's like, okay, level's killed me now because the time ran out. Fuck you, game.
I had I played through the Sonic and Knuckles expansion. I loved that you had to put the cartridge in the cartridge for that. But I played through with Sonic, and I remember getting to the casino area on the third game, and there's this one thing where you got to stand on this bouncing thing, and you had to jump at the right time so it came down enough that you could jump off underneath something to progress. And I could never get it. I could never ever get that. And then only once I got it, and finally played through the game to the end, and I got to the like final boss where if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, then you finally get to do this Judgment Day level at the end of it. I couldn't beat it, and then somehow my save file got deleted, and I've never been able to go back to that.
Oh,
Rest in peace, save file.
yeah.
That still haunts me. I still want to go back and do that. Actually, I'm so doing that.
He
I'm
has
gonna
he has
up the
repressed memories. Like,
I've got the
Why?
classic set.
seriously, it's one of those things where I'm
games.
like, I still have to go back. One day I'm gonna go back and do that. And now that I've said this,
shall
I'm gonna go
conquer.
dig up my Mega Drive.
I'm still. I've got the other day I picked up like a Sonic collection thing, and it had like the really old Sonics and stuff, Sonic Adventure, Sonic CD, Sonic Generations, and also it had the new Sonic, the Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 1 and 2, and I haven't
Oh,
played them
yep.
yet due to pure fear of how fucking hard they're gonna be, because. It's continuing on the old strain of Sonic, the Sonic 1, 2, 3, Tails and Knuckles or whatever the fuck. It's continuing on that strain, so I'm expecting it, although it's new, to be fucking hard. And if it isn't, I'm going to be kind of disappointed. If it's not kicking me in the nuts at every turn, I'm going to be disappointed. With the spikes that insta-death and that. Those are fucking annoying.
Right. Should we move on to the next topic then?
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Sonic.
We went from Nintendo winning. Alright, I'm not even questioning it now. Where do we want to go to from here?
Where do you want to go?
Everywhere.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't
Well,
mind.
how about Beat's topic here with the internet scavenger hunt? What does this be?
Alright.
Yeah.
Beat,
That's
do you
not
know
me.
anything about this?
Beat, you put it on there, I think. So
No,
Nope,
I put it on there.
Wasn't me.
okay, whoever put it on there.
You talk about it.
Yes.
I have no idea what it is. Alright.
You put it on there, but you didn't look at it. Look at your fucking topics.
Hey, I'm not the proofreader. I'm the topic gatherer.
Screw
Alright,
that. Screw that.
I'll do
Let's
it,
move
though.
on. Let's move on to Color's love for this bitch here. That you see
What
that?
about? Hold on. What about
Yeah.
this here? What about this here?
That,
This right here.
what, Payday free? Okay,
Yeah.
Payday the Heist is free to download on the 18th of October on Steam. Okay, there you go.
There's
That's-
more to it than that. It's because of their Crime Fest thing. They're trying to get like 1.5 million people to join their Steam group by the 18th of October, and they've got milestones on this website, overkillsoftware.com/crimefest, and when they reach these goals, they release something for Payday 2, and it can go from like there's brass knuckles, a golden AK, and like special heists, playable characters.
Time of day.
And then
Oh my god.
what?
I'm looking for the things actually now. Okay, fair enough. This is a good talking point. This is good. I'm a massive fan of Payday, and from the thing that you put in the topics, that kind of looked like there was literally nothing there. But yes, this actually looks fantastic. They've been doing this for a while though, because the brass knuckles, the golden AK, that's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Um,
And they've got 4. How many is that? There's 4 milestones that they're still working on to pump out that have been unlocked because they've just hit 1,150,000.
yeah, which is the old Hoxton breakout.
Yeah. So they only need like how many more? Like 400,000. So
350,000.
350,000 more people to join their group on Steam, and yeah, and then it says reaching the goal is completely overkill. So I expect something massive, like huge.
I wonder if they were expecting it to get this big.
Probably it is a
Um,
really big, good game.
I wonder if it's
Well,
one of
they've only
those
got
like, oh, let's do this.
The
and
thing
we'll put
is,
some secret
though-
thing. We're never going to actually have to do that,
thing
and then
is,
it
though-
starts blowing up, and oh shit!
The thing is,
how are we
all
gonna
it
do
is
this?
clicking. It is only joining the group. It isn't owning the game. You can join the group.
Yeah, I've
So-
joined the group and I don't own it.
Yeah, I own the game, and these are actually kind of cool things. Payday free during the thing.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, and even though I don't own it, I want all these things to be unlocked. So if I ever do, it's there, or for the people that do, they can enjoy it.
Hmm.
Oh my
FBI
goodness.
files, crunch.
Really cool. It's a really good way to get people into your
It-
game as well.
Mm,
Oh,
it's good. Get community
No other inputs?
interaction
Oh,
and
God damn it.
give them rewards for it.
the problem
Yeah.
I have with this at the moment, I'm looking through the things and that, and yeah, like I'm loving all of these things, but there's the time of day which I really want to see, which is different heists are going to have different times of days and stuff, so you can play a heist in the night or in the daytime and stuff, which is kind of cool, which actually sounds really fun. But then the one before that is there's going to be a new enemy released, and kill, whatever the hell, I can't remember what the company's actually called that make the game. I know what they're like when they make a new enemy, and it is always the most strongest OP piece of shit bastard thing
Yeah,
ever.
the description is you'll shipwrecks when you see it.
Yeah, well, so far we have things like the Cloaker, which will literally is basically a ninja. It's a guy in like night vision goggles and stuff who will pretty much just walk up behind you at super fast speed and just nail you to the floor. We have things like
Also, a lot of these things, if you own Payday 2, it's worth joining the group so that when you're in the community, you can get all these things for free
oh yeah,
just for joining the group.
And if you really like achievements, I know for sure that there's the brass knuckles. You get an achievement just for equipping it. The golden AK, you get an achievement just for equipping it. You know, they're pretty much there's like a lot. You do get more stuff that's on this list as well. There's a good few other guns and things that you get, and also there's custom masks and stuff they release every now and again for being in the group. I've sometime last year they released a bear mask which you could only get if you're in the group, which is one of the best things ever.
One of the.
It is a mask with a bear's face. You can wear a bear's face around a heist.
I've seen it. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, I think the only better one was the Christmas one that they did, which was Santa Claus, which I kind of put I kind of changed its pattern and stuff and made it look like it's Kiss from Santa. Santa Kiss.
Yeah, I'm just looking at their thing here. You get like 4 weapons for joining their group.
Yeah.
Then like 7 weapon mods and 3 masks and avatars and wallpapers, and it's just
just for
everything.
Yeah,
just for supporting them.
This is what I friggin' love about Payday, and that's why I spam people. Console is shit. Console is shit. But the PC version is great. They've so much stuff, and also the way that they implement DLC is if the host owns the DLC, everyone can use it, apart from the guns and stuff. But for the missions and stuff. So, say for example, if anyone played with me, I own every bit of DLC, so they could play literally any heist in the game.
It's such an awesome thing. It's like they've managed to find a way to release DLC so that people are still buying things in their game, but not segregate the community between the people who pay the money and the people who don't. It's if you got it, you can enjoy it, and your friends can too. Like they don't have to be, oh, he's the one with the DLC. We'll play this map.
That's what they're all on always about. Every time they release a DLC, they kind of emphasize the fact that every DLC that they released will. If the host owns it, you can play it because they never want to split the community because, that should be fucking stupid.
So good.
It's good to... One of the comments on the Reddit thread is it's good to finally see a developer that cares about its players, and it's pretty awesome. And yes, Colors, it is ages away. It's 3 months, but that's the end of that's like when their whole crime... What's it called?
Crime Fest.
Crime Fest thing ends, and that's when they're going to release the game thing. So that's kind of been announced 3 months early, so people will join.
Yeah, it is a good idea.
This started ages ago though.
Just join.
They did a thing for Brass Knuckles. They did an official announce. They did the last one they announced was 500,000 members, which was the Golden AK, and these new ones I've literally only just heard about seeing this now.
Yeah, like you guys are like talking about freaking like banks and ninjas and stuff, and I'm like, I just ordered Piglet's big game because you guys were talking about backwards compatibility and that, and I was like, and like Sonic and that, so I was like, what games have made me really nostalgic? And I was like, I've always wanted to go back and play Piglet's big game. So I just got it for like $10, and it's gonna ship before my birthday. So yeah, I loved the shit out of that game though. I'm just hoping that it's as good as I remembered, but it was only like $11 or something, so it's not a big loss if it ends up being a shitty game, and I just forgot about it. Because like, have you ever gone back and played a game and then it's been like crap when you played it when you're older? But it was like shit when
what
you
did
were
I like
like
about it?
Oh my gosh, everyone just talked at the same time. I didn't hear any of that. Everyone's just like, ah. Blah, blah, blah. So, yes.
Yes. Did anyone see that?
Yeah, Crime Fest, lovely. Sounds absolutely wonderful.
Piglet's big game, yeah.
This is actually
coming out
2002.
Tad unrelated? Well,
yeah, this is tad unrelated. But did anyone see that guy on Reddit who paid I think it was his neighbor's vet bills in nothing? It was like $300, but he paid nothing in pennies.
Apparently, he's
apparently
allowed to reject that though because it's unrolled. However, if they were rolled, then he would have to accept them.
Okay, whatever.
But they were
The point is, like,
so-
If you roll up
this,
that much, what?
Huh?
yeah,
What?
Fucking America.
it doesn't make any sense.
Them
But
and their
pretty
stupid
much-
pennies.
Yeah.
There was a guy. I'm not sure about the full story, but pretty much in some way, one of their dogs got injured. I think one of them was trying to pick a fight with the other, and then
yeah,
the other one bit it, and he had to take it to the vet. Nothing was
Yeah,
serious or anything, but the
yeah,
vet bill was $300 or so.
Yeah, the neighbor's dog attacked this person's dog. So
Yeah.
So what does this have to do with gaming?
I don't
It's
know.
got nothing to do with gaming, but I thought it was funny as shit.
There
So
they
pretty
are.
much, then he paid him in nothing but pennies, in a wheelbarrow full of pennies, which is quite
my God.
ridiculous.
The thing is,
And then the guy
how-
posted a Reddit to trying to get some sympathy for it. And the guy who paid him in the pennies posted a comment and pretty much just hijacked the thread. And everyone just started hating on the guy who he paid. I'm not sure how much sense that makes, but anyone in the
America.
podcast, check it out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, Colors might want to put it in later. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
Because it's like the ultimate fuck you. It's like, I think Samsung did it when they had to pay Apple for something. Like they got sued.
That was
and
a
they had to pay
rumor.
them.
I'm pretty,
well,
I'm pretty sure big
all
companies
the
wouldn't have the
trucks,
time
all the
to do
trucks
that.
with the pennies
Yeah.
paying the lawn suit. Yeah, I read that one, but that was
Yeah.
fake. That was that would have been awesome if that
I'm
happened.
pretty sure big companies
very
just don't
end.
have the time for such like inventive thoughts. They've just got
Yeah.
to shovel that money into that money pit.
No, but I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny. I thought I might throw it in there just for a bit of a break. But sorry, I think I interrupted something.
Huh? I was on about
I
going
think
on
I
to the
may-
next topic, but yeah.
Okay.
So this Legend of Korra thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I need a way to
Cameron.
further send out my hatred towards this.
Why?
Why do you
Amplify my
You're
hatred.
gonna get
Why do I-
murdered for this. I'm not joking.
What am I gonna? I'm gonna get murdered for hating the idea of another Last Airbender game. Okay.
Well, this one
How many have
probably
there been?
won't be as
Ha-
bad.
yeah. Did you-
No
Did you
comment.
see the other one? Did you see the other one, which is universally slated as absolute shite?
Yeah, that's true. But
I don't know why I did that.
you were bagging
No, I
the
haven't.
show earlier, and we're like, dude, the show was amazing. It was just the movie with
I wasn't bagging the show. I was
Shama.
bagging the
You
fucking
were.
game.
You were like, oh my
No,
gosh.
I was bagging the game.
And then we
I
were
was bagging
saying,
the
well,
game.
the movie by
Yeah, I was.
Shyamalan.
I was saying the game. The game was fucking terrible. And
Yeah.
Probably.
as
I
as
don't even
Yeah.
remember
One
the
with all the
game. I didn't
achievements.
play
But
that.
was that game
crap.
by Platinum Games?
I don't know, but
Let's-
I never
That's the
paid
thing.
that much
This is
attention
by
to the
a
thing.
really good game company that like is known for doing these sort of games,
Yeah,
Mm.
then they'll probably do well.
and then they've done it to a like well-loved franchise.
I don't know.
What's not to love?
I'll
it's-
have to see it to believe it.
But it's like there's some pretty good like game movies out there. It's kind of hard to pull off, but like, if this new company are known for doing stuff like this, then I don't see a problem with it. But it's like with Telltale, a lot of people could have said, or probably would have said that, oh, this is gonna suck, or friggin' Walking Dead, hope they don't ruin it. But they ended up doing a really, really good job. So
Yeah, but Telltale
We're
are
just
known
gonna
for
have to
those sort of
see.
things.
yeah,
They're
but
doing
so
a,
is this
and yeah, we've
company.
already mentioned this.
If this company is
Uh.
known for doing stuff like this, then I don't.
I
see
thought
it
Platinum
such
were
a bad
known for
thing.
stage fighters, not third person.
Well, I don't.
Well, they've done
know.
like Metal Gear Rising and the Bayonetta series.
They did Metal Gear Rising.
Bayonetta. They're the
Ba-
ones that did Bayonetta. and doing
Bayonetta,
2.
gay. Okay, you can sort of put that as a plus. Metal Gear Rising,
I know
give it
nothing
one.
about
It was-
Metal
it was
Gear.
too
It's
o-
fucking cool.
it was too over the top to be a Metal Gear game.
Oh,
Let's just go. Let's go
you're saying-
judo toss
You're
this
saying
fucking.
it's too over the
robot.
top to be a Metal Gear game. The whole game
Yes.
is just over the top to an extent already.
How have you? How much Metal Gear have you
Actually-
played?
I've
I
watched
think
other
one
people
good way
play
to
it, I
sum
haven't
up
played it
how over the top
myself.
Metal Gear is the final movie sequence for Metal Gear 4
Oh god.
literally goes for 2.5 hours.
That's not over the top. That's
Greatest
just
2.5
really long.
hours ever.
No, that is
Yeah.
freaking.
The guy in the third
That's
one
not-
who
not-
shoots bees at you out of his mouth, alright?
That's
It's
not-
pretty over the top.
Yeah, that's not over the top compared to, hey, what's this Metal Gear Ray judo toss? What's this Metal Gear Ray? Lob it into the air and then jump on it and then cut it to pieces.
Dude,
So,
it's Metal
so when
Gear.
did this when did this
Played
like
Metal Gear 4?
50,000 ton robot defy gravity long enough
Because
to
it's
stay
Metal
airing
Gear.
that long?
It's still awesome.
Did you play Metal Gear Solid 4?
Yes, I did. I played every single Metal Gear that's ever been made.
Okay.
fool.
Isn't that what he's like in Metal Gear Solid 4? He freaking takes people on with no limbs.
What's that?
Raiden takes people on with like no limbs. Come on. How is anything over the top after that?
Okay, Raiden takes people on with no limbs. In
Yeah,
Rising,
he has
he
no
lifts
arms and he
up
still
a
manages to fight with a sword.
he
Sorry
in
for
Rising,
spoilers.
in Rising, he lifts a robot which is as big as a skyscraper. So basically, he just lifted a skyscraper and judo tossed it.
It's Metal Gear, dude.
Do you remember the
It's
boat?
Metal Gear. Like
The boat,
I've
at
been
least the boat he did pretty much nothing to apart from get crushed. To be fair,
like
No,
I've
he
been
pretty much
watching.
stopped it. Then like
he's
Hey,
he
wait,
stood
wait,
there and
spoilers,
then got
guys. Spoilers.
crushed.
Give him.
I've
Prove
been
the viewers a
watching.
chance.
I've been watching like a bunch of like friggin' Let's Plays and that because you guys like play it. I'm like, well, I can't be stuffed to go buy it, so I'm just gonna watch someone else play it. And then I watched it,
That's
and
really
I was like, oh my gosh.
Admittingly, 4 yes was quite over the top.
It was a good oh my gosh though, but yeah. It was like a wow, I wasn't expecting all that.
The thing was though, the thing with Metal Gear 4 though was the boat. He didn't dead right stop it. He was crushed by it. You know, the people that he fought with no arms, sure thing, they were just people. He picked up a skyscraper and lobbed it. He threw it
Yeah.
into the air.
Doesn't do that though.
Nah, I'm with Alex on this one. I mean, Revengeance was over the top, and so was like every Metal Gear game, but still, that is
Yeah.
absolutely fucking
I mean,
ridiculous. That, even for a
Metal
Metal
Gear
Gear
4,
Solid game.
yes, it had some insane parts and stuff, but there's so many stupid things that happen in Rising. He picks up a ray. He rides on missiles. That's fucking Dante's thing, to ride on missiles.
So cool.
Well,
Yeah.
Nah,
Dante's awesome.
I'm not like saying it's bad. I mean, I'm sure it might be kind of fun. I don't think it's the best
Admiral
Metal Gear Solid
Armstrong
game.
or whatever. I forgot his name. The end boss guy. What he does to
I'm
that
still gonna
robot
play
is just
Revengeance, actually.
fucking stupid.
I'm gonna be
It's a
waiting for
bigger
this moment in
robot.
that game now.
It's a bigger robot at the end, and he's still just like, nope, fuck you. It's like, what? What are
We
you
win.
doing? The best part
Yeah.
about that is though, like the fact that Pete, you haven't played it, have you? Have you played Metal Gear?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you might want to cover
Not the
your ears.
not the Revengeance.
Okay, you might want to cover
Cover
your
your
ears
ears.
or something.
yeah,
for
I'm gonna cover
something.
my ears.
I'm-
Just
I'm
type when
about
you're
to
done.
say
Tell me in
something.
chat when you're over.
Yeah,
Tell me in
okay,
chat when it's over.
I know Tom will know about this part. because-
Headphones are off.
Wait, I haven't played Revengeance. And I don't really
Haven't
want
you
to
played
spoil.
Revengeance? Okay, fine. I can't ruin it then. Fuck. I
Yeah,
can't
just-
speak.
good.
Yep. Just type
Okay.
Wait,
whenever
wait.
you're done.
Let's get back into the actual topic.
Okay, I just want to
Alright?
say one thing about Revengeance, yeah? With the whole over-the-topness of, I can throw a robot, yeah? And then earlier,
Yeah.
through Revengeance, you'll notice that Raiden's powers, like his abilities and stuff, polarize very fast between epic, I can throw a robot, to, oh my god, how am I even still alive? Because I am so
Yeah.
fucking bad at fighting. That's what it does that constantly throughout the game. And the last boss is the ultimate pinnacle of, oh my god. What?
Yeah. It's fucking stupid. Nah, Raiden, like, I don't know. It's his character really changes a lot through
Yeah.
the game. Like in the second one, it's not really spoilers or anything, but he's kind of like, I think. Oh, I've heard of a story of like what Kojima was trying to do, like associate him a lot with the player.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like looking up to Solid Snake, and you're like, oh man, I really want to play as him, but no, you got to play as Raiden, and he's always like confused and all this other shit. And he's pretty much like the player would be in that situation. But then in the fourth one, it's just balls to the walls. It's like, he's just some super cyborg ninja. But yeah, Metal Gear is over the top, but Revengeance, I think, was meant to be even like just balls to the wall, everything over the top. Oh yeah,
Metal Gear 4.
They think that
While
there's no spoilers.
Yeah. While Metal Gear 4 had, I think.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, yeah, no. Metal Gear 4 had a lot of emotional things. Like that's why you can excuse some of the absolute apeshit sections, like Raiden stopping a boat, because there's so many good story narrative bits in it.
Yeah.
And so many, it's so soul crushing to play through, because like you played through all of the games, and then you get to number 4, and it's like, you've played number 4, haven't you?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
I
everyone
finished
has
every
by this-
single one except for.
I'm pretty sure everyone has by this time, but like you played through all of these games and that, and you've been with Snake for his like entire career or whatever and that, and like when you're going through 4, and there's like all the bosses are sort of remembrance of like the older bosses and stuff like Psycho Mantis and stuff like that, and you're just there like, stop hitting me in the feels, all of the feels.
Yeah.
Like the last fight as well, like with Liquid, it's just like all of the feels right now.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think that it does it really well. Like the over the topness of it all. Like when you're playing Metal Gear Solid 3 and you throw out the guy who shoots bees out of his face, literally.
Yeah.
It has the. This is ridiculous. It has the bit at the after it where it's just kind of calm, like you're climbing up the ladder, or you'll be just walking through the forest. I'm pretty sure that's why they're there, like just to really break up the action. And when you're playing it, like if you have a think, like if you just like kind of take a step back and go, wait a minute, I just fought a guy who died, who's like near death, and he's still like, I'm in a sniper battle. It's kind of just. It's fucking weird as shit, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, then also the fear.
The snake guy.
Yeah.
It's
the
weird,
snake,
but it handles it very well. Like,
Stop
if you just like
fucking beating your keyboards up now.
Then shut up.
What is happening? I think this is still.
This is on the
Alright.
podcast. No, this is on the podcast, and you are just beating your fucking
This
keyboards.
doesn't sound like the podcast anymore. It's just let's talk about Metal Gear Solid.
Well, because you guys
this
are
is the Metal
fucking being
Gear.
irritating. So there we go.
What do you mean? We
I'm
waited for
not
you to finish your
You were
spoiler
beating the
crap,
fucking keyboard up.
so
what,
you
you
would
ate?
shut up.
We said in the chat that the spoilers were no longer existent.
Yeah, now we
And
want to
You
move
should-
on.
Okay, there we go. You should
so,
should say, "Can we move on?" Not
Can we move on?
Oh,
And I would
just
like to
joined in
say one
after
thing
thinking
about
it was still
Platinum
spoilers.
Games real quick.
Hmm?
There's no spoilers.
anyway. Let's
I haven't
move
seen
on.
Platinum Games apart from Bayonetta, which I never really played, or Revengeance, which apparently was alright. I haven't seen anything like. I don't think they've really proved themselves as like a really good game company. So I don't know. I'd be a little bit. I'd probably be a bit careful about saying it's
Wonderful
I
a
101
just
and
think-
Beautiful
I
Joe are
don't-
meant to be two of
I-
the best Wii games out.
I don't
I'm just
think
on their
it's-
Wikipedia, so I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
think it's gonna be the best
about
game ever,
those.
but seriously, it can't get
No.
worse than the last one.
It can't get worse. Than
And
that.
it can't
That's
it can't
impossible.
get any worse than the last movie with Shamalama Lama Lama.
Shamalama.
Okay.
Shamalama Lama Lama. Yeah.
Mr. Lama.
Shamalama.
Mr. Lama Lama.
There better be
Yeah.
a llama.
Mr.
Anyway.
M. Night
thumbnail.
Shamalama Lama.
Shamalama ding dong.
M. Night Shame Llama.
Anyway, let's continue to the next topic.
Yeah.
All right.
So imagine what. Imagine
Wait,
you were told.
what are
you-
we doing? What are we doing?
Imagine-
with, like the scam one. What's that doing?
I don't really know anything about that. I don't
Let's
know if anyone
do it.
does.
I do know stuff about
From
Yeah.
what we got earlier in the podcast, I think that Cameron is just copying and pasting topics that he doesn't
But
actually know anything about.
I actually knew about
Yes.
that one, but well, Cameron just
Oh, well.
deleted it, so
It's
can't-
deleted.
And on to the next topic, doesn't matter.
Anyway, yeah.
Imagine you were told you were holding a gaming
Oh my
world
God.
record. What would you guess that record would be? I don't know. That's a
Yeah.
super fucking question. Who wants to
Um,
fill
Mine
It's not
would
stupid
be.
None.
If like
Mine would be most deaths
it's
in a
more
single playthrough.
I think
Design
it's.
bad
I think
games.
it's.
Time spent
I think
playing
it's more
DDR naked.
towards the whole the like what's your
What
like
was
best
that,
gaming
mate?
achievement? DDR naked, I think it was.
Yes.
Most time spent playing DDR naked.
Meat
Yes.
spins, all the meat spins.
I would say that would be
Good
it.
effort.
I
That's a good
could,
effort.
I could comfortably say that's most likely me.
Anyway,
Most time.
well,
Okay.
this topic's more like what's your greatest gaming achievement or whatever.
Yeah, let's go with
I
that.
don't
That's a
have
bit better.
any gaming achievements.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's
Cam,
I'm
awkward.
so bad at games.
how can you be a let's player that is this bad at games?
He is
Kinda
100%
worse, yeah.
personality, mate. Get it right.
No, he isn't. He has the personality of a codfish.
His personality
Says
is non-existent.
Alex.
Yeah,
Who's just
I've
like,
got a personality
fucking
of
hate
a
I could be a
everything. Oh my
really
gosh, I'm
personality
fucking
driven
British.
codfish.
Yeah, I didn't
You're
say
British.
I
You
have-
can't have a
Yeah,
personality.
Alex is a British dude who
God.
hates on everything.
Yeah, that's my personality. I hate everyone. Jesus.
Yeah, but Cameron has like this fun-loving Aussie young.
Why did you delete the
person
topic?
thing.
For God's sake, Cameron.
Because then I can do this. And it's
See-
like I'm tap dancing on eggshells.
Those baby
Yeah,
chicks.
quickly-
Leave the
quickly
baby
do
chicks
it.
alone.
all
Leave the
the
baby
all the
chicks alone.
chicken husks.
Yeah. Anyway,
But I just want to clarify, the whole naked thing wasn't in some like arcade or anything.
Don't worry, it was in the
Just
safety of my
clarify.
own home.
no,
just like
here's,
walking
here's,
in,
here's
it's
the
like,
problem
"So
here,
good."
Beat. Here's the problem here, Beat. You actually did this, even in the comfort
Yeah.
of your own home.
Yeah.
No, it was just with family.
Someone's
and
like, "Oh, you've got a
friends.
machine." I hired a machine for my birthday from some mates who bought one, and the deal
you're
was
like, "I'm
we had a
stripping down."
trailer to transport it, and they said you can keep it at yours until we get it placed in a mall or something. But they never got it placed in a mall, so I had it at my house for like 6 months, just playing so much. And someone's like, "Dude, you totally got to play it naked." So
Why?
I did.
And you're
Why
like,
not?
all right, let's do it.
Okay, Pete, there's a few things that you shouldn't do when people encourage you. This is from personal experience, and that is play games naked, go running through the street naked, go to the shop naked. Most of the things that are
Anything
naked.
naked?
No,
Well,
having
Come on,
sex.
I've done most of these things. It was great
playing a
fun.
game naked in the comfort of your own home is a little less stupid than running around the street naked or going to the store naked.
I've done both those things.
I haven't done the store
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
I've done both of the. I've done both of those things, and I was nearly arrested both times.
I wonder why.
I was
Story time. Let's go.
I was Okay, I was really, really drunk, and it was just years and years and years ago when like I
Oh,
had
I'm
like
guessing.
my frat sort of stages
are you
where
Aussie?
just no, I'm not Aussie. Anyway, this is like sort of when the frat stages where everyone is always sort of getting parties and getting drunk and going to parties. Anyway, now we had a thing, like a tradition in our group of friends, which was if anyone ever says man time, everyone gets naked. So a
Alright,
friend of mine.
That's not man time. That's weird.
Anyway, we were playing.
Oh.
Someone was playing rock
And then they
band.
started
So
swinging their
someone shouted
swords
man
all over
time.
the place.
Someone shouted man time, playing rock band. So then people started playing naked rock band, and then a friend of mine wanted some cigarettes,
that's not
and we were
cool.
really fucking drunk. So we were already naked, so we decided to go to the shop like it.
Sword fight.
And yeah,
Yay.
well, on the way to the shop, of course, we decided that would I forgot how. Oh yeah, we had a drinking challenge while we were walking, and the last one to finish their beer in their hand had to walk up to a random person's door on the street, knock on their front door, and say, "Excuse me, do you have any cigarettes?" And yeah, a friend of mine, Rob, lost.
Get cigarettes.
A friend.
Did they have any cigarettes?
The fun thing was, a friend of mine, Rob, lost, and he's like the shyest one out of the group. And yeah, a friend of mine, Jamie, was like, "Oh, I'll walk up to the front door with you." So Rob was like, "Oh, I guess so then." Like Jamie walked him up to the front door, knocked on the door, run away, and Rob was just standing there naked in front of this person that comes to the door. It's like Rob's just like, "Oh fuck," and then Jamie comes out
Man
from
time.
around their fence. Jamie comes out from around their fence, and he's like, "Hi, my name's Jamie." I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Do you have any cigarettes?
You know, it would have been way better
Yeah.
doing instead of asking for cigarettes.
No, he
Converting
did.
them to
He
be
did
like a
say,
Mormon.
"Hi, my name's Jamie. Do you have any
Anyway,
cigarettes?"
have you heard the good word?
And So
Right.
then we decided to go
Have you
jogging through
read
the
the Book
street,
of Mormon?
and of course someone called the police. And
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
why?
So- Rob and Aaron
I'm
decided
real
to jump into a
surprised.
bush because they saw the flashing lights early. They jumped into a bush which was actually full of thorns and stuff.
Oh god, no.
Oh,
And me and
God.
Jamie
During
was-
man time? What are they thinking?
Me and Jamie was just naked in the street in front of this police car, and they were just like, "Where are you guys? To the shop? Dressed like that? Dressed like what?"
Oh,
But not dressed like
bad. It
Exactly.
appears I have forgotten my pantaloons.
Yeah, they were like, they're like, you have 5 minutes to get home. We were like, but home's 10 minutes away. I was like, you better run then. I was like, oh.
See, nah, he should have tried to convert him to like be a Mormon, and then just midway through, just be like,
My clothes.
oh, not again, and then just run away. Much better. Seriously, though, who
God,
thought up
no.
the idea of
But
man
yeah,
time?
gaming
Which one of you guys was
Man
like,
time.
hey guys, you know what would be funny? If every time we shout out man time, we have to, yeah, get naked and stuff. Yee. That's fucking stupid.
Oh my god.
This was
And then
basically
everyone's
the
just like,
black
oh,
years
well,
where
that's the
everyone's
rule.
just like a fucking idiot. Anyway, back to the
That's
gaming
fast
records. Back to the gaming records that we should hold. I actually do nearly own a world record.
Do you?
Cool.
I actually do.
What is it?
Well, aren't you going to tell us what it is? Then?
Yeah, I just have a world
Cool.
record, but I'm not going to tell you what
story.
it is.
Well, as you know, apparently one of the best gamers here. I don't know if I could treat you to such things.
Oh my gosh,
um,
I'm going to
Hey, I
stab you.
thought I was the best gamer here.
Good one.
Could do
I
it again. I
agree
just
with
don't feel like.
No, Resident Evil 5. I am like the second fastest person in the world at completing that game.
Nice.
Could have picked another game other than Resident Evil 5, dude.
Yeah, true.
You know, could have gone with something really popular.
It was during a sort of period of time where I was like, didn't really have much to play, so I was like playing a lot of Resident Evil 5, and I ended up getting so fucking good and so fucking fast. I completed the game in like an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half. And like the world record's like 2 hours 20. I was like, you bastard. I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you in your sleep.
Did you see that video of that guy? I think his name's Cosmo. He did like the world record for Ocarina of Time speedrun. Did like 18 minutes,
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
that-
ridiculous.
Oh, this from the GDQ.
I'm not sure,
Brett
but
Games
I saw it on
done
Reddit,
big
and it was
live
just
stream?
like a video like commentating. He was just commentating over it and just
Yeah.
talking about speedrunning. Absolutely love speedrunning. Like it's just so cool. Like just the way that they just like figure out how to exploit the game so much just to
But
skip portions of it.
The thing is with
just
that though as
rocks.
well is like the Zelda Ocarina of Time one, you have to play it on the Japanese version because the US and European one doesn't have as many like exploits and bugs and stuff as the other
He
one
was
does.
playing it on the Chinese version
Yeah,
because
that's-
it was. He said
Yeah.
he said because it was it had less frame rate issues and it was something else. It was I think it was the restarting time was a bit lower, but there were less like errors that would pop up. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't
Seen
think
them
it
pick
was.
things where there's heavily like text-driven games, and they'll say, we picked this language because it's got the fewest characters out of all the other languages. Things like
That's it.
that.
Just
like,
speed run
wow.
a visual novel, just like
Yeah.
Yeah, on this channel I speedrun books. So today we're going to be reading Moby Dick.
That'd be awesome.
It's
I
like-
think-
And then at the end he has to write an
wait.
essay.
It's like today we're
Just
going to
picture him just like,
speedrun the whole entire Harry Potter series. Every damn one.
In one
yeah.
breath.
Welcome
Yeah.
to welcome to
Someone
my
should
sh-
do that.
welcome to the stream. I'm going to be speedrunning many books. Many. First off, we'll be starting with a little bit of Lord of the Rings, moving on to Harry Potter, and for you ladies, 50 Shades of Grey.
Someone should do that and
Which
then
al-
have to
which
write
has
like
a
a
movie
synopsis
trailer
of the
out.
story at the end, and then just like put it on stream. That'd be great. I'd
Put
probably
on
shoot
stream?
all of it,
What?
but
Thread,
I'd be
bear, and
intrigued.
coat, heart, body, and brain. I see him now.
That's not speedrunning, Cam. It's not fast
Yeah,
enough.
It's
you
being
see
really
them.
slow.
Who's ever dusting his own lexicon and grammars with a queer handkerchief mockingly assembling from the gay flags?
What?
What are you reading?
What the hell? Yeah.
Whale!
Oh, thank you.
The animal is
Lawrence.
named for its
Next
roundness for
topic.
rolling,
Strange.
pouring down. Have
Yeah, I agree.
You've been following already.
Change
Next
the
up.
topic. What are the little
What are
things
the
in
little
games that you
things in
like?
games that you like?
I beat you. I
all gonna get
speedrun,
now.
bitch. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, the little things in games you like, the tiny penises.
There you go.
Someone in the thread
You heard
said.
it here
Next
first.
topic.
Inappropriate chat.
Someone in the thread said that their favorite thing was like seeing your character's reflection in the mirrors, and I think that's pretty cool as well. I always love it when I can see my reflection in games. That's always a sweet.
I like
little
seeing my
thing.
feet. I like seeing my
Oh
feet.
yeah, I love
That's-
having
definitely seeing your
like
feet.
a first person like body
Mm.
as well. Like with with Skyrim or whatever, you like in the vanilla game you don't have a first person body, but there's like a really good mod for that, and it's really cool, and I always use it. It's really sweet.
Imagine if you made yourself like really overweight so you couldn't see your feet. You're just like, this is depressing.
Just so fat. Like imagine that in The
I like the little
Sims. You
details.
just slide the fat bar all the way to the top. Become Sir McBeatus. I lost both my legs.
There's loads of
Great
little things I
War,
enjoy in
diabetes.
video games.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything specific, but I can think of things that I don't like little things that I just really annoy me. Like in The Last of Us, how there always has to be like that boost up. Like you have to boost up one of the other characters and then they drop down a ladder. I hate that.
Yeah.
It's like, why is there always a ladder?
Oh,
I was talking about it before, but
Yeah, but
it just really...
It's like,
because,
well,
you know,
That was
If-
a pretty arbitrary.
if they
game
didn't
mechanic.
have that, like, would they just make the characters complete assholes and just like abandon you? Like Joel or whatever
No, they
boosts
just make
Ellie
a
up,
different
and
puzzle.
then
Well-
Ellie's like, okay, see ya.
yeah, what are they gonna
No,
do?
but
What,
they-
what would they
Forever.
do? What are they gonna do? The Resident Evil 2 tactic of,
Oh,
okay, let's
no.
boost this small little girl into an air vent and hope she does okay, and I'll just chill her.
And then hopefully there's no
just make
zombies
it
in the air
entirely
vent or
different,
whatnot. Or lickers.
Just make an entirely different puzzle or something. Don't just have, and it doesn't have to be for every ladder. Like there can be a few ladders. There just can't be like every time you come to an obstacle, it's like
Maybe someone
"Alright,
raided the
you need to get
like,
up there and drop down the ladder.
Maybe someone raided the local hardware store. They're like, right, okay, it's the apocalypse. We better put ladders everywhere, guys. And
yeah,
like,
it's like
there's like in the background, there's like a troop of people that go around in fire trucks delivering ladders to everything.
yeah, there's like there's like a secret main character, and they're like Joel and Ellie's guardian angel that just like magically drop ladders everywhere. Yeah, that's the secret.
See where
of
they're
The Last of
going.
Us. Yeah,
It's
One
the
of
girl
the
that
comments
dies.
on the
like-
thread, paying one flat fee for a full game experience.
oh my gosh, yeah.
One thing that I actually really enjoy in games is first-person shooters and stuff, where they do like when you're firing a gun or whatever, and there's two things that I really enjoy. It's the fact that the games where if you reload your gun and throw your clip away when it's half full, you lose all of that ammo for the clip.
Oh yeah, they do that like with like Metro. Metro is really good for
Yeah.
that. That's
And
really cool.
also the
They
fact that
do?
if you empty your gun, you have to click the reload. It's just like not like I've emptied my gun. My gun's it just also reloads. Like I like the interactiveness of the fact that if I throw away this mag which is half full, it's gonna lose all that ammo. Or if I if I don't reload, my gun's not gonna have ammo in it, and I'll just be clicking. I also like clicking an empty gun. Like that's just fun. Yeah, just the tick, 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 like it's the detail that they go into making these noises sound really cool.
There's one in Battlefield 4 that's really cool. Like when the gun is empty, like jeez, I'm really terrible with guns, but like the slide, I think it's called, is like cocked back. But when there's a bullet in the chamber and you change like the mag, then it stays forward. I can't be bothered finding a picture, but yeah, that I like that. That's kind of cool because I just like see it and I'm like, interesting.
Mm.
I don't know. It's just it's like small stuff that you don't notice, but like then you'll like see something and you go, that's cool.
Are you
Cool
on
that
about?
they've added that in.
What do you like? Pull the mag off and like look into the mag or something?
No, like the actual slide, like the
Oh yeah.
top bit of a handgun. Like
Yeah.
when you finish shooting, I don't really know guns really, but the slide is all the way back and there's no
Yeah.
bullet in the chamber at all. Because
Yeah.
you're out of bullets. You've shot
I've-
them all.
I don't know if it's Battlefield, but I know there's one game that I played which like if you like if you got an AK or whatever, you like pull off the cartridge and look into the cartridge to check how many bullets you've got left.
Oh, yeah,
that's
that's cool.
I remember it's No More Room in Hell. If say for example you got a pistol, you'll like load the clip out, look into the clip, and then like your character will be like, "I got 5 bullets" or something, and
It's
you
like
really listen.
That neat.
It's like in Far Cry 1 and 2, how your gun would rust and jam.
Yeah.
Even though it was annoying as hell, it was immersive.
That was cool.
That was pretty neat. Nah.
One
Do
thing
we
I
want to
wanna-
move on to the next
Something you
topic?
don't see. Oh, I was just going to say quickly.
No,
something you don't see very often is different, like, heights comparative to your, like, the protagonist. Like, when you walk up to an NPC, they all are the same height.
Yeah.
Never actually thought about that. No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's one
all
of
that-
the things
all
that
that
you just
free-
take for granted.
Yeah,
Nah.
I was going to say one thing
we
I
wanna
like
move
is
on
the
if
adorable.
you see
little
isometric
things.
games that put all these little intricacies. I only realized the other day in Dota 2, in the river that runs down the center of the map, if you zoom in, you can actually see like frogs and fish swimming in the water. And the frogs will
That's
like jump
awesome.
out randomly and land on lily pads and then jump back into the water and swim away.
That's,
Little things like
That's
that.
really
You're just like,
cool.
holy shit, that is awesome.
Yes, yes.
Anyway,
Indeed.
That's pretty cool.
next.
So the Sims 4 gameplay walkthrough reveals premium membership models. Don't know what you really expected, but The Sims is
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
renowned for doing shit
Right,
like that.
the
Like,
best
they have, like,
thing
their
is
in-game
what this premium
rewards.
actually gets you. Now this premium is you basically okay, so you pay extra to save on packs with early access and exclusive items.
What?
So you pay extra to get a discount and get earlier access to buying these packs.
Oh, wow.
What? There's early access and then there's Sims early access. If you want early access to that, you better pay us to get early access to pay us. Yeah.
I cannot believe EA would do such a thing. I mean, really.
I
of all
understand.
gaming companies.
Why
got
would
such a
they
good
ever
street
do
record.
that?
How
It's
how?
so unlike them.
Yeah. I mean, for a second I thought you were being serious, but
They're so reliable usually.
EA don't
Said
just
no one
want our
ever.
money. I found it really funny. It was I was playing Dawngate last night. This was after Beat left. I was in a match and that, and a few people in the chat were like, "Is anyone else like really lagging hard?" And I was just like, "Nope, it's EA." I was like, a few of our team are lagging really hard. I was like, "It's EA. They just want more of your money. Until once they get more of your money, they'll improve the servers." And literally everyone in the game was just like that. I was just like, "Yep." That's how universally hated EA is in a match where one of the members was literally flaming everyone. That person even agreed with everyone for the moment and became a normal person.
Became a semi-normal
Yeah.
person.
When a person that is completely hating on everyone takes a moment out of their hating on everyone time to actually agree with something that someone they're hating says, that's bad.
Yeah.
Is
EA
Sims 4
just-
only on PC, or does Sims ever come out on console as well?
Sims 3 was on PS3. I don't
'Cause
know.
now that you've mentioned that, like looking at the next topic that we've got on the whole subscription service that EA is going with,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting if they like have, oh yeah, you got the premium subscription for Sims 4, but then you've also got the EA subscription for all the other games, and it's the same
And then you've
thing
got
of
the PlayStation subscription.
Yeah. Well, the EA subscription, isn't that like you can get access to the back catalogue of EA?
I have no idea.
I've got to have a proper
I
look
was
through
interested.
because it
I
doesn't
think we're
sound
talking
like
about
it's you actually get access, you just get discount, like you said with
Yeah.
The Sims. It's you get discounted games. It doesn't mean you actually get games.
If it's EA Access, I know EA Access you do actually get access to the games as long as you pay the subscription, but it's only like I think you've got 5 games currently on EA
this
Access.
This is exclusively for Xbox One because Sony
That's the
turned
other
it
bit,
down.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EA
And
Access.
it's like a $5 a month thing.
That's probably EA Access then, but EA Access is a thing like you pay a subscription and then you get access to a certain like pretty much all of EA's backlog, apparently. But at the moment, because it's in beta stages, they can only give you access to Battlefield 4, Maiden 25 for some reason,
Aiden.
EA 14, FIFA, not EA 14, FIFA 14, and another one of EA's games. But they're pretty new games, but it's kind of confusing the fact it's a beta. So in the beta, they can only give you access to certain games. How does that even work?
Yeah.
They have
That's
control
weird.
over their own games. Surely they're not waiting on anyone to give them permission to use their games. They're not like, oh, it's in beta at the moment. We don't have all the permission from everyone that we need to actually like let you have these games for free for paying us a subscription. It's like, yeah, EA, you do realize you own all these rights to all these games? No, we don't. We've got to ask someone. Mum, can they borrow these
right.
games from us?
I hate subscription services. Like, really, they're
Yeah,
kind of like
agreed.
ridiculous. Even for
Yeah.
MMOs at the moment, like even something like World of Warcraft, which is arguably endless. Well, yeah, it is
Even
pretty much
software
endless.
as well.
Yeah, it's just like even then, it's like really $15 a month. That's a little bit steep.
I
Like
like
for anybody.
some
It's
games
ridiculous.
are
Looking at you, Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online's not worth a subscription, but there is a good few games out there that do have good, good reasons to subscribe, and some of them are enjoyable enough to subscribe. For example,
yeah,
The thing
don't
is
get me
the
wrong,
emphasis it puts on you to like suddenly you feel like you're forced to play this game. You're like, I don't really
Yeah.
feel like playing it
Paying
right
so
now,
much
but I've
for
paid
it.
that money. I really should get my money's worth.
Didn't-
And
That's how I
just
feel
freaking
with
hate
Watch
that.
Dogs right now.
every game that I've put a subscription on, I've never felt urged to like. I never felt forced to play it. I always felt, hey, the subscription's there. I can cancel it whenever I want, and if I want to play that game, then I've got the early extra access. Like years and years and years ago, when I used to play RuneScape quite a lot, I had a membership on that, and it's like, it's just so, hey, I have extra access to extra things to do, and if I don't want to play it, I don't want to play it. I'm grown up enough to cancel the subscription. If I'm not playing a game, I can clearly just go, oh, cancel the subscription. I'm not paying. There's no point paying.
It's
Yeah.
just
Pain in the
in.
ass. I remember
Alex
someone pointing
is
out how many
more
steps
mature
you have to
than
go
us.
through to cancel WoW.
What's that? I heard two
I
people
thought it was a
talking.
pain in the ass to cancel.
For what?
I saw some, like, I don't know if it's all or just some, but I've seen like some articles about like, I think Xbox Live and WoW. It's really convoluted to try and find where you actually unsubscribe.
no.
I've
Not at
never-
all. No,
oh,
you just click
No?
like
had
unsubscribe
it,
on
yeah.
like their website. It just does it. And that's
Okay.
it. And then it just says, "Oh, would you mind filling out a survey?"
Yeah.
And then that's it. And you don't even have to do that. It's not like it
I think
forces you.
I think legally they have to
Okay.
make it quite accessible because
It's incredibly
Yeah,
easy.
It might have been when it
I'm not
first
sure if you
became a
can unsubscribe from Xbox Live. Like
I'm
I thought it
pretty
just
sure you
ran
can.
out.
I'm pretty sure you can because my brother unsubscribed from gold and just back down on silver.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's quite
there's
simple.
definitely a way to do it. But yeah, I don't know. Like,
Oh, would that be
there's a
like
lot of
if you set it up to go monthly?
Yeah, if you pay monthly,
Right.
of course. If you're paying, if you're using like a card that you buy at a shop that's like you buy a month or so, then of course it's after that month it's gone anyway, so you're not subscribing anything.
Mm.
I mean, unless you
That's what I was confused by.
yeah, the only way to subscribe to something is to pay at a regular interval. Even if there's not a way to find it on the website, you can easily go to your bank and just say, cancel this direct debit.
Yeah.
Mm.
They'll stop giving you the service if you don't pay them.
True.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you have to have the
Yeah.
service. But I don't want it.
They just
Yeah,
like
did you?
the service.
There was a
co-op
guy on
the bank.
Reddit who had that problem. It was like he signed up for something, and then I think it was internet in America, and he was online with I don't know which company it was,
Hang
but
on.
the guy was just like, "Why do you want to cancel? You've been uploading a lot. You seem to use our internet a lot," and he's just like, "I really just want to swap to someone else. Are you gonna let me?" And he's like, "Well, sir, it's my job to help you, And he was really persistent in keeping him on like a plan or something. He
Stop
pretty much did not
trying
let
to
him.
help.
Yeah, see, if anyone's
That's
like
what he
that to me,
said.
I just go to the bank and cancel the direct debit. I'm just
Yeah.
like, yep, okay then. Feel free to keep giving me your service. I'm not paying you anymore.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
stop really
It's probably
fast.
easier just to say, well, look, either you cancel it now or I go to the bank and then I cancel it for you.
I get.
Let me
Like-
help you out with this cancel.
Over in the UK,
Nah,
we
whenever
get
people are sassy to me, I get mad.
we get people
real
that
mad.
call us up to sell us things all the time, and it's hilarious how much
Yeah,
how
so do
fast
we.
they change this thing, how fast they change their mood. Like I had someone call me up the other day. It was like, would you be interested? Like they called me up about, I think it's PPI. I don't know if you have that over in the Australia at the moment, but
Never
It's-
heard of it.
No, not
Okay.
in the Australia.
it's a thing that's happened over here for some reason lately. Like there's been a massive hype about PPI, which is if you've taken out a loan or something, you might be entitled to compensation, like I don't know, from being missold insurance on your loan, and it's become a massive thing over the UK and that. And every time people constantly are calling me up like, hey, I'm calling about this. You might be owed money to do with loans and stuff, and I'm just like, I've never had a loan in my life. They're just like, oh, okay, bye. It's like, wow.
We get people. You can go on the do not call register here, and we get people calling up, and they're like, "Just wondering if you would like this," and you're just like, "I'm on the do not call register," and they're like, "Okay, bye."
Yeah,
It's like, "All right, see you later," because they can
Have you
get
ever
in
tried to, like-
serious trouble.
yeah.
Have you ever tried to answer them in like just not words at all, just noises? I've tried it once. It went well up until they asked me like a personal question, and I was just like they were just like hello, and I was like huh? And they're like, oh, are you interested in? I can't even remember what it was. And I was like and they were just like, all right, do you live at this address? And I was
Sound
like
the villagers from Minecraft.
I think the
And then they were
best-
just like,
Once,
what's your name? And I was like,
Tom.
I think
and I just hung up on him.
I think
fun.
the best
I
response I
once
got.
had
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I once had this time. We used to have band practice weekly, and we were discussing what we're going to be doing that for some gig or something. And then the phone rings. A drummer picks up and he's like, and he's talking on the phone, and he's like, "What? Really? 300 minutes? Hey guys, come over here. 300 minutes." We're like, "What? 300?" And we start dancing around the phone, going, 300 minutes, 300 minutes, 300 minutes. And then he picks up the phone, just like, "No, not interested." Hangs up.
Oh my god!
One of the most random things I've been involved in.
I think the best one I had was you know the people that call you up and offer you like mobile services and that, like how much are you paying on your mobile? We can get you a better deal than that. I had someone call me up and
You can't.
they were like, oh, how much are you paying on your mobile at the moment? I was like, well, at the moment I'm like pay as you go, so I just top up credit whenever I need it, sort of thing. I don't really pay much. It's like under a tenner a month. Like, we can get you a better deal. It's like, you can get me a better deal than under £10 a month. It's like,
You
so
can
what
give
do
me
you
a
use your
better deal
phone
than
for?
exactly what
Yeah.
I need.
So it's like, so what do you use your phone for? And that I was like, not really much. I just use it for people to call me and stuff like that. I was like,
Internet.
there's like, don't you use it for the internet? I was like, no, I have a PC for that. They're like, don't you use the internet on the go? I was like, not really. No, I have a PC for that.
I don't
And
go anywhere.
They were like,
I
we
live
went
with
on
my
for a while on
computer.
that. I went on for like literally kept me on the phone for fucking ages, and eventually
You
they
should've
tried
just
to
hung up.
no, I was having hilarious amounts of fun with it because they were just being stupid. They were contradicting themselves everywhere and that. And anyway, it got to the point they were like, oh well, I've done a little tally up of your details and stuff, and we can offer you this for like £25 a month and that. And it's like, we can offer you like unlimited calls, unlimited texts, and unlimited mobile internet for £25 a month. I was like, well, I pay less than
don't
a
need
tenner
it.
a month at the moment. I don't actually need that.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you said that you use mobile internet. I was like,
I
no,
didn't.
I was like, no, I use a PC for my internet. He's like, no, you're just lying to me now. I was like, oh my god, I have pissed off a call center worker so badly that they're going to accuse me of lying. It was the
Okay,
best.
fine. I'll take your goddamn thing.
I was like, oh my god. It's the first time I've ever had a call center worker actually hang up on me in annoyance, not the other way round. He literally was like, no, you're lying to me now, and like hung up the phone. I was like, wasn't I supposed to do that?
You do that.
He's like,
What's
It's
I
pretty
ain't
easy to
entitled
do.
to that.
If you talk gibberish to people in Australia, they'll hang up pretty quick and just be like,
I like to have fun with it, unless they're really
Yeah, so do
genuinely nice
I. You
person.
say, say like my father was a kamikaze pilot and he's just passed away and stuff, and they're like, whoa, hang up. It's like, what just happened?
No, my mate once said that he was on a pot plant service from Telstra. He was just like, "Oh yeah, it's $25 a month. I get a free pot plant, unlimited calls. It's pretty good, on my home line." And he was just like, "Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, we could offer you some a bit better than that though." And he was just
You'll
like,
get
"Oh, how
2
many
pot
pot plants would you
plants."
offer?" And he was like,
Not
"Oh,
one, but
well,
2.
we don't really have anything specifically like that." And he's like, "Well, I really need the pot plants." And he just like kept on going over and over.
That's
I'm gonna
fantastic.
do that next time.
I'm gonna remember that.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
And then like he had another guy, this Indian guy, call him up, and he was just like, I think he said something, and he's like, "I want to fuck your wife," and he's like, "I don't have a wife," and he's like, and then he just started saying, "Son, this is daddy. This is daddy." Like he just started like saying that it was his dad, even though it wasn't. It was just fucking
What the
great.
hell?
I gotta take it.
No, tell him
advice from
endless
these.
entertainment.
I think, I did have someone the other day that offered me PPI, and I was like, they sounded really nice, and I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna waste your time. I've never had a loan, and they're like, okay, bye. I was like, I was being nice, and you were just like, nope, fuck you, I'm out of here.
You should try and sell
Well, you're
them
wasting
something.
my time.
Yeah.
That's what I'd
Be
like
like,
to
would
see.
you like
they
to
call
buy
up and
my
you just
pot
like,
plants? Oh
no,
my
no,
What would
they
happen
call
if
up
you
and
just
you
start
just like,
asking
That's
them
what
the
I'm gonna
same
try.
question
You're just
back?
lying to me now.
I'm gonna try that. What you should just do is like when someone calls you up and that's like trying to offer you something, act like you've called them.
no, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll answer your question, but just can you write down like, can I just ask you a few survey questions, and then like
Yeah.
have a bunch of
Would you like to
questions.
complete a
Like,
survey about your experience?
Or be like,
no, it's gonna be
oh,
like
yeah.
really like normal at the
I-
start, and then it just gets progressively worse until it's like, how many times a week would you say you have sex? And you just be like,
It just
like just to like get a barometer of like how long it takes them to like hang up
Oh.
and be like, oh, idiots.
Or if you
it's
want to
not
do
worth it.
something really
Yeah.
simple, just pretend you're ordering a pizza and be like, okay, so I want the extra pepperoni with the extra ham, and you have to say it like really slow and boring, and you have to just keep on going and be like, I want the extra pineapple, and can I get the other pizza that's got the crust on it, and the cheese.
The other
and-
pizza.
Yeah, just do that.
And then they're like, this
I
isn't
reckon
a
they'd hang
pizza
up
line.
really
You're like,
quick
oh
with that
crap,
thing.
sorry.
Yeah,
I
and then
think
hang
what
up.
I'm gonna do, if it's a female person next time, I'm just gonna be like, what you wearing?
Or just start,
Jeez, you
while you're on the phone
sound
to them, just start pressing random buttons. So they hear the button tone.
Wait, yeah, that's a great idea. Just like press random buttons and then like only press like a couple or so, and then just put up your phone and start talking as if you just called someone.
Yeah, go. boop, boop,
I'm gonna
boop,
do
boop.
that.
Just
I'm gonna do that now. The
I
next,
need to write up some of those questions.
Oh no,
Question
like
one could be like how
who's your
old are
daddy
you?
and what does he do?
How old
Who's
are
your
you? How
daddy?
long does
Who's
it
your
take you to
daddy?
get to and from work?
if you're on the
And
phone,
then you
also
dial
just
like, have you ever hired a prostitute?
talk dirty to me.
or you can just pretend that you're getting a call from someone else. So just be like, oh, just hold on a second, I gotta take this call. And
Could I
then
just put you on
Put
hold?
them on hold.
Yeah.
And then put
Yeah.
the phone down and be like, do 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 do.
I've actually got a hold option on my phone. I could do that. These are so
No,
many
that's not
great
as fun though.
ideas.
You just have to put them down and then just sing and be like, I can be your hero, baby. Put them on speakerphone to see how they
Have
react.
it in the background.
That's a great
And
idea.
then you just just have you cooking in the background.
Oh my gosh,
Just like
my,
making, like
Doing let's plays in the background.
it's story time.
So what I'm
okay.
gonna do here, guys, is
Okay,
Story
so-
time with colours,
so-
apparently.
So my friend, I was at her house, and her name's Beth, and then we had another friend, Janet, but she's not really important to the story. I'm not either. But anyways, my friend was like, we were prank calling people, and Beth like prank called some, random old lady, and she's like, oh, is this, I'm just gonna make up a name. She's like, oh, is this, who's this? And Beth's like, oh, it's me. And she's like, oh, is this Tiffany? And she's like, yeah, it's me. And then she's like, oh, okay. And she was telling like her whole life story on the phone, and she was saying how like she was saying how her like electric chair or something, like her electric wheelchair, spazzed out.
She
and
has an
threw
electric
her,
chair? What the
like,
hell?
yeah, electric wheelchair, and she was like saying how like spazzed out and threw her out of the chair, and we were like, oh
Jesus
my gosh,
Gonna come over and rescue me?
and then she ended
And I
with,
broke my hip.
and then she ended with, oh, thank you for calling. It's really nice that I can talk to someone after my husband died and everything. And we're like, oh my gosh, it's time to like end the call now.
God.
And then Beth is like, yeah,
see what about-
I need to go. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And then we're like, oh my gosh. I don't know what to make of it, because it wasn't like a stupid prank. It was like we were impersonating someone. Well, she was. And we're like,
me and my
oh
mates
my
did that with like a
gosh.
doctor.
I think that's along the lines of
Yeah,
identity fraud.
Yeah.
You are now fraudulent.
We were
fraudulently-
like, oh my gosh, this got serious. Yeah. It did get serious.
We once
It was
did that
kind
to a
of-
guy
Next time they
with the
do see
Dr.
that
Phil
person, they're just gonna
soundboard,
be like,
and he
oh
just
my god, do you remember that time? What?
Yeah, and the Tiffany's
That
gonna
one
be like,
time.
what the hell? What are you talking about?
Grandma's
Grandma's
gone
losing her
senile.
marbles.
Grandma needs to go to a home with the electric chair.
Oh god.
Having live executions in our front room.
Yeah.
It's just made me think of a mate. He likes to do this to randoms. He'll just be driving down the road, and you know when someone beeps and you like, oh, was that to me or just someone else?
Yeah.
And you sort
yeah.
of have that awkward look around. He plays off of that, and he doesn't just beep at them so they think, oh, was that me? He then sticks his hand out the window. He's like waving. I'm like, hey, and then he just
Yeah,
leaves it
okay.
at that, going for the rest of their day. They're going to be sitting there going, I wonder who that was. Was that because they wave back?
Do I
And
know
then
them?
afterwards, just be like, "Who was that? Oh, I gotta think of who that was." And he knows that he's just ruined their day.
I've done that to people, but actually, like, when I used to work as door-to-door charity person and that, it sort of made me come very much out my shell and speak to random people. And I would
'Cause
walk
you
through the
kinda
middle of
had
the
to.
town. Yeah, I'd walk through the middle of the town and just walk up to random people. Oh, hi, how you been? And then just like walk off, and they're just.
Hi,
I can imagine the look on their face, just like, what the fuck?
Man, you too, Jim.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
Tom
we
had a
once-
story.
Yeah, I did. It's we once called up
about
like
Tim.
this guy, and we just put in a random number, me and my mates, and this like really Australian guy picked up the phone, and we had a Dr. Phil soundboard because we couldn't think of anything, good to do.
'Cause
So,
why not?
like we were gonna do like, is your fridge running? Better go catch it. We're not gonna do something like that. That's genius. Instead, we just had the Dr. Phil soundboard, and he's like, hello, and he's like, hello. And he just kept like, it got further and further, and he's like, wait a minute, who is this? And it was just like, Mary. And he was like,
I'm
I don't
Dr.
think it's
Phil.
Mary. And then they were just
Mary.
like, Dr. Phil. And he was like, you little fucking shits. And then he just like started swearing at us, and we just hung up the phone after a little bit. He went real nuts. That was funny. It was good stuff. Nah, we should do some crank calls sometime.
I
on
did that with
podcasts.
Yes.
I did that with
Yeah, like with a soundboard or something,
Frank.
because like.
Maybe not a soundboard, but maybe we should do it like
some-
proper. We
some-
should write up some.
I think we
Survey
should.
questions.
But yeah, some people do it like on a soundboard or whatever, and they like be a character from a game. It's pretty funny. It's good.
We did
I've seen an
Yeah.
event
me and a
thing,
friend of mine
someone
did
invent being
Mr. T
Duke.
soundboard. That's
Pretty
hilarious.
cool.
Yeah.
The only problem with doing prank calls on the Skype thing is somebody has to pay for the Skype creds. Dem
All
Skype
Yeah, how much
creds.
are they?
I don't know.
It's like pay per minute thing. Pay as you go rates. It's like 2 cents a
it-
minute.
Also, isn't prank
don't know.
calling like against the law or something in some places? I don't know.
Oh,
Get abs.
isn't walking
I
through the
think it
streets naked
technically
against the
is,
law?
but-
No, it isn't.
Touche. But
Alright.
oh yeah, and like Beth also, she tried to put in her like most sexiest voice, which didn't work out very well. But
Hey,
baby. But yeah, and
Oh,
then
Beth.
she was like, "Oh, I'm just calling to confirm your subscription to Playboy magazine." And then people's reactions are hilarious. Like there was one chick who was like, I have to go ask my parents." And then another kid was like, I don't think my parents have things like that. And then Beth would be like, "Are you sure?" And she'd be like, "Oh, I'll go check."
Let me go ask.
It was kind of funny.
That's cruel.
We should get some Skype credits. I reckon
We
that would be
should.
fun.
I don't think we should.
I think
Anyway,
we
let's
should.
move
I'm
on.
not keen on
We've
it.
been
I think
we've
we
been on
should.
that somehow spiraled out of the EA.
Heavily.
Definitely.
It's this
Yeah.
week's Goat Simulator.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Goat simulator of the week.
And then
Uh-huh.
I'll just grab my cat from my bed, and then that'll be like the time to stop.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
No, there was
meow.
someone's puppy.
Yeah,
just
no,
barked.
instead there was a dog.
Yeah, that was mine. There we go. Right on
Alright,
cue.
there we go.
The next
Save the
subject
day.
of the day. Portal mod raises argument whether mods should be free or is it justified for devs to ask players to pay. This is over the Portal Aperture Test Paint. Paint
Yeah, it
tag
actually
initiative.
looks. It actually looked really cool. I was going to buy it, and then I realized I didn't own Portal. So yeah.
Fantastic story.
So-
Absolutely riveting.
I
Yeah,
was
but
gonna
it looks
buy this,
cool, it looks
but I
cool.
didn't have it, so I couldn't buy it. And
Hold on, my dog has been a douche.
Yeah, time to move on again.
Yeah, probably.
The dog has spoken.
yeah.
Yeah.
This, I would actually all be very much straight behind this, like the whole kill it with fire sort of thing, until a friend of mine sort of pointed out to me that I actually personally do own a lot of games which are mods, which I paid for. Like Gary's mod turned up. I don't know why, but I didn't think ever that Gary's mod was a mod because
Yeah, even though though it has the word mod in its title, you know.
yeah, but it's pretty much just like a source sort of sandbox that you play with. It's kind of like Minecraft, but with better graphics, you know.
Didn't
Yeah.
Counter-Strike start as a mod for
Pretty
Half-Life?
sure it does, yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
sure it did. TF2 Classic is a mod, which people pay
Yep.
for. You know,
Cool.
there's loads of them out there, but I don't know. I think the reason this one sort of came up controversial is because it actually says on Steam, it's got like a little banner saying mod on it. Whereas
Oh, okay.
Gary's Mod, etc., don't have mods on their names.
Yeah.
Because, you
They're
know,
kind of standalone now, though.
Mm.
Like that's sort of the difference is that this still relies on that other game,
Yeah.
whereas the other ones are standalone packages that originated, like their roots are as a mod for a different game, but now that they're on their own, like everyone's like, yeah, pay for it. But like for this one, I was reading up and they actually have voice actors and a bit of a
Yeah, they do.
storyline in there and stuff like that. So they did put a lot into this.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like
But
an
it's just-
unofficial DLC.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which, while cool, is still a little bit annoying. But
Hello.
I always find stuff to argue about and moan about, so
I know.
My internet.
yeah,
My
I
That's
internet
what you
has-
really think, Colors.
My
Yeah.
internet has shat itself, so I can't view this next one, and I know nothing about it.
This
Ro-
group's
Rox-
this group's like a
I'm on X.
marriage. It has its ups and downs, but in the end, we all stick together.
like glue.
Have you been married, Colors?
Yes.
Colors has been married to
Definitely.
Indian man. It was an arranged marriage.
Oh, yuck.
from the call
That's right.
centers.
Yeah, I married
That's who
Shalama
Henry
Lama
from the
Lama
call
Lama.
center is. At least I know who his wife is now. Henry's always telling me, "Hey, you work with my wife." I was like, "No, I don't." He was like, "Yeah, you work with my wife. 1,000 color." I was like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, tell 1,000 color." Henry from the call center said hello. I'm like, okay. I didn't think to mention
Your
it until
wife,
now.
can't you tell her?
Yeah, I didn't think I'd mention it until now because I thought Henry was just crazy, but apparently you're married, so there we go.
Yeah.
Henry
the more
said
you
hi.
know.
Get off.
Henry from
Henry
the call
Shama
center.
Lama Lama.
Shama Lama Lama. That just sounds like a violent action to a llama. It's just like Shama Lama.
That's actually my name. It's Kaylee Shama Lama Lama Lama.
Shama Lama.
Yeah. Shama Lama Lama.
Shama, lama, 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 lama.
That
Sounds
just
like you
sounds
could very easily turn that into a song.
Mr. Bombastic.
Like just
Shama
shama
lama.
lama.
Llama llama. Shama llama
Why
llama
is
llama
why has a
llama
topic been
llama.
deleted? Is that not going in?
I don't
That
know.
sounded
was
like the
that-
second level of
that
Super
wasn't
Mario
me.
Brothers.
That was Cameron, I think.
Shama lama lama.
Whoops.
Yeah. Oh, Cameron,
Anyway.
what are you doing?
See? Cameron doesn't know about the topic, so he wants to delete it. God damn it.
He just wants to kill
Exactly.
Some
She's
men
like, "I
just
don't
want to
know
watch the
about this,
world burn.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at him go. It's gone again. Him and his obsession with punctuation and pluses. You know, if you do too many actions, Cam, you can't undo it. It won't undo far enough.
You've just given him something to aim for now.
Uh oh.
Alright, anyway. Next topic of the day is a harmonic survey hints at a new Rock Band game. Does anyone actually know about this? Because I know what Rock Band is, I don't know about the survey.
Yeah, same.
They just sent out a survey asking like all sorts of questions, like what it wasn't even aimed towards Rock Band, I don't think. It was just getting a general gist of what people are playing and what consoles they're on and stuff. And that it seems like they're going to be gearing up towards, all right, where are we going to release a new Rock Band game if we make it? So now
Right.
Mill's going up.
I've-
Oh my
I
god,
went
new
onto
game
the,
coming up.
I went onto the link provided in that, and that first picture, is that actually from Rock Band? I don't remember. I played quite a lot of Rock Band. I don't remember seeing anything like that. That looks fucking high res as fuck.
Yeah,
I wish I
that's
could
what
see
it's
the
like.
picture you're talking about.
Yeah.
God damn Aussie internet.
The only problem is it's only coming out on Xbox, Wii, and PS4.
The Xbox Wii.
Kind of
I don't know.
overrated games.
I like
love
those
the
games.
Xbox Wii.
They're good, but like
They're the
I don't
only
know,
games that I can sort of get behind because they're rhythm based, but they are good rhythm based, and I can play those ones. Not like Asu. Asu is fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, OC
Yeah.
kills me.
Awesome.
And they're like, follow the beat. And I'm like, there is no
Yeah.
beat. Sometimes there is, sometimes there's actually not. Like, it doesn't match. So
I love the ones that are like
Oh,
follow
it makes
the
it
beat,
really
okay, and
difficult
also
once
have
you've played an
lightning
actual
reflexes.
instrument.
What?
Playing an actual instrument and then trying to play like Guitar Hero just completely screws
Oh my
you
gosh,
over.
yeah. You just press like
'Cause
stupid
you're like,
little
it's
buttons
not
and
in
stuff.
sync.
Yeah. Far out.
It's not how. Oh, it's so wrong.
Oh, that is a
Right,
pet
actually,
hate of mine
that-
when the sync wasn't right. Ugh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's been
Fix your
ages doing
goddamn
that.
game.
The Guitar Hero drums was sweet.
Yes,
It was great.
loved it
'Cause It was
so
pretty
much.
It was just like the drums, like pretty much. Except the fact you're playing on plastic, obviously, but it was pretty close to it anyway. So it's just like, oh, sweet.
I like playing bass.
Whoa, somebody's tap dancing on the
Bass.
keyboard.
Fuck.
I got a bass. It's not mine.
Are we all musicians here?
No,
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no.
I don't want
I
to
have
call myself a
Tom, the
musician, but yeah.
outcast.
I
Well,
think
I
if I called
play
my,
music, but I don't want to
Oh,
call
my
myself a
mum's
musician.
calling me. I'll be back.
I think I could probably cause. Yeah, no, I think I'd cause offence calling myself a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you play bass, don't you?
Very, very rarely. Ages and ages and ages
No.
ago.
Did you play in a band or anything?
No.
Did you perform anything?
No.
So it was just a hobby. That still makes
Fair
you a
enough.
musician. How long did you play for?
But yeah, nothing long.
It's
It's just
I think
science of tide over the time.
I think that earns you the title of musician, but not quite muso.
It earns you the title
play
of
that.
musician, but not the first half of musician.
Yeah. Well,
So
you have to. You have
get
to
the
buy the
title
DLC
of
for that.
you get the title of session.
Yeah, that's for 6 months.
Session, 6 months. Well, the good
Yeah.
thing is I can go many places as a session because I can call myself a pediatrician. I can call
That's
myself
not musician.
A physician.
a physician. There you go. And it is
Say
session.
that you've
because,
gone
see,
fishing.
Yeah. I could say I work in nuclear fission,
Hmm.
and I sometimes like to work in dentistry-ition. I don't know what the the ishin word is for dentist, but yeah. I could say I'm a guy
Dentition?
Laconakishish, and
All right. Do we want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah, I think.
because I'm rambling like a
think
drunk
should.
person, I think so.
Yes, exactly. So Google will stop calling games free when they offer in-app purchases, which is kind of strange because the thing with like free games is they come out, you
It's-
download them for free, you can play them for free, but then the way that they kind of make money off of it is they
It's-
either have ads on it or you pay for in-app stuff.
It is this it is the big argument of the what was it? The Rollercoaster Tycoon and Rollercoaster Tycoon and what are they called? Dungeon Keeper. Those two basically forced Google's hand to do that because up until then Google were fine just leaving it how it was because they didn't really give a shit, but it's because it kind of got onto like all mainstream media and stuff. Google were like, shit, better cover our asses and pretend like we care.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't know if I'm guessing all of you know about the Dungeon Keeper thing, of course.
No, I don't really.
Yeah.
Do you know about the mobile Dungeon Keeper? Oh my god.
I think I've heard of these.
no.
Well, basically, like, you know, the normal thing with free-to-play things is, you know, it's something that you just check back on every now and again, you know. Don't, like...
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing with the Dungeon Keeper version. Have you played Dungeon Keeper?
No.
Dungeon Keeper is a game where you play as the evil sort of overlord of a little dungeon thing near a little village, and you use your little minions and stuff to build out your dungeon and make it a big death trap, but make it also inviting enough for heroes to come because you progress by killing heroes in your dungeon.
That's awesome.
Right.
That
That
sounds
makes
Yeah,
really
perfect
cool.
sense.
it is a fucking fantastic game, like the older
What's
ones at
this?
least. Dungeon Keeper. And
Oh,
then
right.
they brought out the mobile version, which was you have your little minions dig, but to dig, I think it's like
I thought you said
a 12-hour wait for one block to be dug, and then you get enough one to dig a next block next to it. Obviously, because you know you've got a bit of time to spare. You got 12 hours. You get them to dig a next hole next to it. Then that one's like 24 hours. If you want to dig a third, you have to pay gems,
Oh.
and basically the
So
only
it
way to
actually
pay
forced
this,
you into.
I could hear Colors giggling in the
yeah,
background.
the only
Yeah,
way
I
to play
just-
this is to buy the gems. It was basically unplayable unless you would dedicate the rest of your life to building one fucking dungeon.
Yeah.
So wait,
You're just
so
like,
it actually
you have your
removed the
little
option of
minions
waiting the
dig.
12 hours and went, you have to pay money if you want to continue doing this.
Oh no, you could wait for the 12 hours, but you would be waiting 12 hours for one brick to be mined.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many bricks
Yeah, that's
would you
bullshit.
have to
It
mine
was
for a
like
full
the,
dungeon?
To make a dungeon, a
How
lot.
many
yeah.
minion digs
A
do
lot.
you need?
What are you on about?
What?
fellas?
You've broken
Oh my
colors.
god.
You
This
just
guy.
when
You
he,
Totally
when
didn't
he-
hear what you said.
when he said, oh, you can have your little minions dig. It sounded like he said, oh, you can have your
Have
little
the other
minions
minions
dig.
dick.
Yeah.
You can have your minions dick and eat it.
And
There we
then
go. Let's set
you
her off
spend
worse.
12 hours working on a little dick. Is that what you heard?
Yeah. Yeah.
12
Just a
hours
wee
working on your
dick.
Just a little one.
But yeah, like obviously this was outcry and this was hated. The original ones are great games, but these are just fucking shit. And this is EA doing their usual, hey, we want money. And a similar thing happened with Rollercoaster Tycoon. I guess all of you know Rollercoaster Tycoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's like a good few hours to wait per piece of path that is laid. Like
right.
it's really fucking shit. And both of those basically Dungeon Keeper mainly caused a massive outcry, which basically forced the hand of people at Google to say, nope, it's not free to play.
No. Well, that's fair enough, I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's actually stupid. You would have to dedicate, I don't know, fucking how long to get anywhere in the mobile Dungeon Keeper.
Yeah.
Right.
There was a Star Trek game like that too, which was
Yeah.
really bad. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but pretty
Oh,
much you had to
yeah,
like
I
pay the
remember.
credits or whatever to get anywhere. Like you'd hit a paywall and then you'd pay like $5 and then you'd hit another paywall. Like you'd play one map and then you'd hit another one, and it
Yeah.
just went like that over and over and over.
Yeah.
Well, with
I
Dungeon
remember
Keeper,
Angry
too.
Joe's
Um,
rant over that. His
Dungeon
his
Keeper
review
had
rant.
the best value for the best value for gems. I think it was like 70 or so. I think it's actually more expensive. I think it's about $100 or so for enough gems to mine out 24 blocks.
Nah, it's shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Just
$100.
wondering, can anyone
or
see in
something.
the article anywhere saying what it's going to say they are in the
Uh,
app, or is it just going to be in the paid section?
Pay to play, I guess.
It might just say like offers in-app purchases or something like that.
I was
or
going to say,
in-app
I'd still,
relies on. I'd say like
you'd still
relies
want
on
them to
in-app
have their own
purchases
sort of
or something.
category, because
Pay to
you
win.
might like those sort of games where it is free to play and you can purchase stuff in game, but at least you know that you can
Yeah, pay to
download it
win.
at first for free.
If you're one of those people that like those games,
No,
you have a lot of time on your hands.
no, but like
Yeah.
some of those are built really well. So it's the sort of thing where
Yeah.
you wake up in the morning, like while you're eating your cereal or you're sitting on the toilet, you do all your stuff on the
toilet
game.
and the
Or
Junior
eating
Farm.
eating your cereal on the toilet while playing these games.
Yeah, why not do both?
Yeah, in with out with the old, in with the new.
But yeah, like they're the sort of things where you can do it like that, where you're just sitting there doing nothing and you can play your little game, and then you come back 12 hours later and you've done all these things, and then you schedule the next bit of work to go in.
The problem is with Dungeon Keeper though, it's you can't
But yeah,
schedule
that is an
much.
extreme. That
Yeah,
is
that's
extreme and
EA.
over the top.
Yeah.
But
That's EA.
some games like the Simpsons Tapped Out was pretty fun at first.
And the
Oh,
Kim
Kim
Kardashian
Kardashian's
game.
Hollywood.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom and I went to the same place.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Oh,
I
I
saw
so
missed
dumb.
this one.
there was a Final Fantasy mobile game which was it was just horribly done. It was basically you play your characters and stuff, and no character has items or picks or anything. You just pretty much click on the character. You just like scroll your finger over the character and they attack, and that's basically the entire game. And it has a massive paywall. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even all iOS games are pretty bad. Like,
Yeah.
there's not too many that are like anything stand out at all. Like, they're all just kind of like money grabs. A lot of them.
pretty much.
Did you hear Flappy Bird's coming back? There's
What?
like an update
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out. That guy who made Flappy Bird, I guess he
thought
ran
he-
out of funds.
I
I
thought that
thought
was
he-
exclusive
yeah.
to the Amazon
Douche.
Fire.
I thought he stopped because like he couldn't handle all the stress and stuff of people saying
Something like
fuck you and fuck your fucking game.
that.
Yeah, that
something
is
like
true. But then he started getting apparently Amazon Fire. It's exclusive to that.
Huh.
The
So
new
sick.
Amazon.
Who the fuck
TV.
rearranged all the words in the fucking
Who do you
topics?
think?
I don't understand what any of these say. Anonymous
I
llama.
think it may be Cameron. There's only one left
The
anyway.
next one's
Well, I was gonna
like
say this is.
the next one's like personal discussion. It's basically
Oh,
what's
is
your
that-
opinion on like sponsored? Yeah.
I wasn't sure
Yes,
if that.
yeah,
Was, I didn't
it's
know
that
if we'd
one.
already. I didn't know if he'd mixed up. I thought the other two were actual topics, so we haven't done yet.
Nah,
No, I was being
done.
polite.
No, you weren't. You're being a douche.
Yeah, you're being a prick.
Now get off the podcast.
Let's plays on sponsored thoughts.
Glorious
Yeah.
leader says fuck you. Anyway,
Alright,
Sticking with the
I think I've never heard of a sponsored Let's Play. Like, well, I know there's sponsored videos, but not sponsored Let's Plays.
well,
as long
I
as
don't know.
you're not
it's
like
when people are
lying about
paid.
a game.
Yeah, sponsored Let's Plays are more in the fact of like you are paid to play a game. Like some company
Review.
gives you, company gives you money, you review that game. That's what.
Reviewing I've seen, but I've never seen like, well, not in my experience, have I seen a YouTuber be like, all right, this is a sponsored playthrough of blah blah blah.
They don't do entire playthroughs. It's just like one-off videos they do when they do those.
Yeah, that I've seen. I'm fine with them if they're honest with it. If they say like, this is a video sponsored by
Yeah.
EA or whatever, because it's their choice if they accept it or not.
Yeah.
And
Nah.
yeah,
You've probably seen like PewDiePie or something play a game and he's gotten paid for it. Like some people say that they got paid to do it, or some people just don't. Personally, like as long as you're not like saying, "Oh, this game is the best thing ever," just because you get paid, then go for it. Whatever.
then
Yeah,
yeah,
You're gonna
like,
make
I
money
think-
as
I
long as you're
think,
not
like-
As long as you're not
as long as it's
promoting it.
skewing.
I
Yeah.
think Total
If it-
Biscuit does it perfectly. Like
He
yeah,
doesn't
doesn't he
paid
say
stuff.
if he's gotten paid?
Yeah, like he'll tell
very
you,
much
and
does.
he's very objective. He's not gonna be like, "Oh yeah, this is the best thing ever because I got paid."
Well, most of the companies don't say you have to say good things. They just say leave out all the negative stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, but some
which would make it difficult for a
other-
review.
Some other
Yeah.
people some other people are a little different. But yeah, this thread was mainly talking about like Minecraft servers, like people getting paid to go into Minecraft
Yes.
servers and make videos on it, and getting paid for like thousands and thousands of dollars for one video or
Yeah.
some crap.
That's
like
kind of
that.
ridiculous.
There
Yeah.
is someone out there who gets paid. Okay, here's the thing. He gets paid $7,500 per
That's
video.
Ant Venom.
That's
Ant
ridiculous.
Venom.
Plus an agreed upon percentage of the earnings from the server by the looks of things. I can't probably make it how it's worded. It's worded
Well,
really
Yeah,
odd.
some stupid shit like that.
The funny thing is as well, most of these people also put ads on their videos.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they also get heaps because Ant Venom's a pretty popular Minecraft.
Honestly, in my opinion, I wouldn't care if people were paid to play on servers, but the fact that they go, oh, I've been paid to play on a server, now I'm going to put more advertisements on this video that I've just been paid $7,000 for. Or
Yeah.
here's the most extreme case. A lot of them are like $200 to $300 and stuff, but yeah, the most extreme case is $7,500.
Apparently Sky does Minecraft's like the worst out of all of them. Apparently he won't even do anything unless you go into the further into the thousands. So
Into over
Yeah.
$7,000.
But I'm not I don't want to be too judgmental because I don't know the dude, but like he seems like he thinks he's the shit or whatever. Like I remember when he sung
Yeah.
friggin' Paradise by Coldplay and he wasn't even that good. He reminds me of friggin' Oh No, what's her face? John Lennon's
Yoko
friggin'
Ono?
wife. Yeah. Yeah, she's a
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
she thinks she's the shit, but
Yeah.
like her fucking voice, oh my gosh. Horrid.
Nah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
His voice wasn't too
I'm not so
bad,
against,
but
like-
it wasn't good enough for a live performance.
Colin in the
I
chat
wouldn't be
just-
so against like getting paid and then still having like monetizing a video. That's fair enough. Like it's still content that you're creating. You're allowed to do that. You know, it's not that bad. But I know actually not for a fact, but I've heard that Sky Does Minecraft is an absolute fucking prick.
Yeah.
I won't name names, but I heard that some guy was at like a convention and he didn't know who he was, and he just started yelling out like, "Don't you know who I am? I'm one of the biggest YouTubers ever." All this other crap.
Oh
And it's
my
just like, you
gosh.
get fucked.
Ego.
If I saw
Oh,
him doing
yeah.
that,
Total id
kick his
there.
fucking head in, bro. Just
People-
just
That's
fuck
the
him
problem.
up.
People get massively big egos. It's a friend of mine's brother was at a gig and he met Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance.
Oh yeah.
My friend's brother was in a toilet, using a toilet, and Gerard Way comes in. There's a cleaner just minding his own business, cleaning the toilets. Gerard Way walks in, and the cleaner bumps into Gerard Way, and Gerard Way goes on an absolute nut job, like rant at the cleaner, like blah blah. You don't know who I am. I'm really famous and all this other sort of stuff. Goes like really mad at this guy who's just doing his job and accidentally nudged him. The cleaner also apologized for walking into him, but Gerard Way didn't accept that and went absolutely mental. So my friend's brother just like interrupts him, and Gerard Way is just like, "You don't know who I am," to my friend's brother. He's like, "Yeah, dude, you're the prick from My Chemical Romance," and he just like shut his mouth straight out and just like walked straight back out the room. I was just like,
Nah,
Yeah,
in that
like-
situation, you gotta
I'm
go up
so
there and be
fucking
like, "Hey,
mad."
listen, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of the bathroom."
yeah.
My God.
That's why like I think that's why a lot of people as well like tend to like PewDiePie, like even if you don't know even if you don't like his content, he seems like a pretty like swell guy. He's not gonna do
Yeah.
shit like that. Be like, "Do you know who I am? I'm the #1 YouTuber." Blah 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 blah. Like
Yeah, he
doesn't
seems
seem
pretty
like one of
grateful
those
for it.
people.
sure. I doubt it.
But like nobody's ever said a bad thing about like his public like interactions and that. Like he's always like been friendly to everyone and that. So yeah, like you know, even if he's a dick or whatever, he doesn't act like one in public. So
I mean,
yeah, I
only
doubt
recently
that he is one. So
I've only recently started watching PewDiePie stuff, and I've only seen like a few videos and stuff, but I don't know what people hate about him, but like I've watched a few of his videos and that, and it seems like he seems so genuine and so caring for his audience and that.
Yeah.
So I can't
Yeah.
imagine him being a dick. Like, you know, sort of portrays emotion very well, and he portrays the fact that he's very grateful to everyone and that. And it's like he's a nice guy. He do good. He's a nice guy. PewDiePie,
Yeah.
nice
Was it-
guy. But
It's not
everyone
like
I
gives
saw
him
Bloody
one
so
video
Sky
a
shit.
does.
little while ago.
Yeah.
I saw one video and it's showing like it was one of his montages, and one of the sections you see where his girlfriend Matsuya like walks in, and while he's recording and he's doing stupid shit, and then you can see him. He's just so embarrassed. He's like, I just playing a game.
It's like he'll do it for like
that
the
one of
internet,
his older
but
ones?
as soon as his like girlfriend walks in, he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just found a
yeah,
naked
he's so
picture.
shy.
My God.
Such
God
a
damn.
genuine
What?
nice guy.
Anyone want in
Yeah.
on this? Like seriously?
What?
What is it?
Yeah, I'll pay it.
Let me confirm, alright?
What? I don't know what
It's
you're
not
saying.
safe for work, by the way.
Oh,
What?
it's one of
Not safe for work.
those.
Is that her?
It does look like her, but no.
No, that's not
Yeah.
her.
Either way.
That is a very
Come
weird
on.
GIF.
Yeah.
My internet isn't working.
That's very.
Ah, well,
Random.
that's up to you, Cameron.
Where did you find that?
Lock and load, I guess.
I just,
What do you
I
do
was
while
interested,
we're on the
right? So I just
podcast?
searched up PewDiePie as a dick, and I didn't honestly think he was, and I just got on
And
his
then
website, and
PewDiePie,
it's just,
yeah.
and it's obviously just hating on him, and I don't know. I was looking down, I was like, damn, titties.
Yeah.
It is.
Obviously, no one on like YouTube can see that, so
No one on YouTube, no one on the
just
podcast can
imagine
see
the
it.
boobies.
Well, the
Right.
thing is,
Link in the description on the
I've
JunkCast.
I've been recording the chat as well, so
Someone's
Oh,
going
God.
to type that in.
so I could put this in the video, and then anyone
Oh, no.
watching the video can like type in that link if they're really dedicated and see that GIF. I feel a little dirty after watching that now. I feel like violated.
You get used to it after a while.
After you've been on
God
the
damn.
internet for my life. No, I just,
His
ugh,
porn
I just,
habits. Well,
for some
obviously we
reason,
need this.
an angry Asian man.
And we know right now that somebody still has that tab open and is still looking.
Do we? There's only like us 5 here.
Yeah, how
Cam
do you
can't.
know?
yes,
Cam
Well,
can't view it. Colours is disgusted by it. Meh, I've seen better.
Yeah, I don't know. Stuff like that always like makes me feel a little dirty.
Yeah.
A little. It's not horrible. It's not
It's
like
a
I'm
GIF.
scarred for life. But
It's a
you know,
GIF. It's
yeah,
not like it's that great.
yeah, it's not like
Why?
life changing.
Why?
Like I'm never gonna be able to recover from this. But yeah.
Anyway.
You know, just every time I'm just like, oh, okay.
Just walking along, have a random flashback, and oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
gosh.
oh god, make it stop.
Wandering down the street. Oh god, titties! What's happening to her? Flashback of titties. So many
That was a
titties,
good Google
man.
search.
So many titties.
All that time spent in the mirror. What?
Just
Yeah.
you get in the shower. Oh god, titties! Ah!
Why?
Why god?
My eyes.
Why is so many titties?
I've gotta
They're
find this word.
everywhere.
Just like start hallucinating. Like instead of hands coming out the walls, it's like titties. It's like no, the walls are made of titties. What the fuck is going on?
Okay. There's how's this for a phobia? Ichthyphalophobia.
Isn't that the
What?
fear of penises?
Ichthyphalophobia. It's the
penises.
fear of seeing, thinking about, or having an erect penis.
Yeah, there we go. I knew about that one. Yeah, I have it myself.
You imagine
We
just
do
being
agree.
a guy going through puberty with that fear, just like sitting in class. It's like, okay, silent reading session now. Okay. And you just get to something that's just like mildly erotic, and then you just suddenly start screaming hysterically.
Oh god.
He's just like sweating
What's with
bullets.
Phil?
It's
What's
like,
wrong with
you're
Phil?
right.
You
He's got an
say-
erection again.
You say mildly erotic, and it's like that's like everything for a teen boy going through puberty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of this now.
You
just-
haven't been there. You don't know.
I'm just thinking of this now, just like
lucky
a
me.
kid in
But
school,
there
just
are
like
other things.
reading a book,
that
just
suck.
reading a book. Like, okay, quiet reading time. Opens this book. Fuck, I got an erection. Ah! Just sprinting out the classroom. What happened to him? He got an erection, ma'am. So he's scared of
ma'am.
erections. Oh,
Oh.
sad.
No,
one.
I to be
I
honest,
see
like
it this
if
way.
I
He's just like sitting there. And he
If
just
I
starts
had-
like sweating bullets. He's just like really nervous. He's just like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. And it's like, what's the matter, Jimbo? Oh no,
My erection might eat me.
Oh god. Oh god. Can everyone
it
please
can't
leave the
be
room?
any worse than like forgetting that it's that time of the month and it surprises you.
Whoops.
Yeah. And you're
Oh,
like in
God.
the middle of the city walking around going, oh crap.
Oh god,
Oh,
so stab
no.
that lady in the vagina.
Yeah, Tom's
Yes.
like, ew.
I once had a friend.
But it's
I once
it's
had a friend I hadn't
terrible.
seen in ages. I bumped into her,
And then she got an erection.
wow, look, Cam couldn't handle it. He's dropped.
Yeah.
He
No,
wanted to
I
sit
hadn't seen
here.
her
He
in
couldn't
ages. And we're
handle
having
this.
a chat and a catch up. And then yeah, she's like, anyway, I've got to go, and she just holds up a tampon to me, and then you could just see the shock on her face as she realizes what she's done, and she just runs into the toilet.
She raised up a. How can you?
She had a tampon in its packet, like in her hand. She was just walking to the toilet to change or put it, whatever.
But
And yeah, then bumped into me. It's like, oh hey, how's it going? Yeah, oh, yeah, blah blah blah. Anyway, I gotta go. And just holds it up to me, and I'm like, oh right. She just
it's tampon o'clock, beep.
That time of the month. What are you gonna do?
Who else but Quagmire?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there
Oh,
anything else we
oh,
want to
yes.
talk about
This
tonight?
evolved.
if someone has like watched the whole way through, tell us what do you think's worse, surprise period or a surprise erection? Which one's worse? Tell us in the comments below.
No,
Even
it's
I'm
just gonna
gonna
be, like,
go with
gender
surprise
bias.
period there.
To all hell.
Surprise period or surprise erection depends on what sort of like situation you're in. Like if you're like, hey grandma, oh shit. Sorry, grandma.
Sure.
Erection, you can hide a bit. You can tuck it under the belt or something.
Kentucky
But
under
at
your belt.
least,
Carry your
like,
books in
at
front of your
least-
dick. It's like, eh.
Yeah, at least it'll
Sorry,
go away
grandma, I just gotta
eventually.
reach
With,
down my trousers and adjust this upwards for a second. I'll
Exactly.
hide it under my belt.
like
Go on.
with chicks, what if you're like caught by surprise and you have like no pads or anything? You're
Then you can
you're
then you can clearly
screwed.
say you were stabbed in the vagina.
Yes. Yes. That will work every
Oh
single
god, the
time,
serial
sure.
vagina stabber's back. No.
Ow. Oh, you just
There's just, like,
inflicted
there's
pain
ac-
on me.
It's actually a thing. There's like actually a guy who's like at home just like newsflash, serial vagina is back on the serial vagina stabber is back on the loose. He's like lowers his newspapers like somebody's impersonating me. Dear God.
You know, what's funny is that probably has happened at some point in time. Someone's just...
What? Someone
Gone
thought
around
there was a serial
stabbing.
vagina stabber happening, and the serial vagina stabber himself was like, somebody's impersonating me. What the fuck has
Yes.
this world come to? You know, while he's there, like at
Yes.
home reading his serial vagina stabber weekly, you know. So, oh, these knives are good. These are good knives. It's like,
Oh,
There's
wow,
a
the
ho- there's a
depth to that
whole
we are going to
thing.
with this.
turns it sideways
Uh.
like a 3-page rollout with a knife comes out. It's like, oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you now. I'm gonna call this $9.99.99 deal. 9.99.99, best 9.99.99 I've ever spent.
What a
What
great
is
way
going on?
to end the
wow.
podcast.
What
Podcast
happened
ending.
to
It's
this
we've
podcast?
got personal discussion time to end and finish
This
up and plug
is
ourselves and
personal
everything like that.
discussion.
So let's
This
go
is
with
personal
Cameron.
discussion.
Cameron, what have you been playing this week? I've played absolutely nothing because I'm stupid and crap and left the podcast. Well, Cameron said his stuff.
Yeah, fuck you, Cam.
So
Yeah,
Tom,
absolutely. Sucks.
Tom, what have you been playing this week? And what
Last
have you
of
got
Us
coming up on your
Remastered.
channel? And things like that.
I haven't been uploading anything on my channel because I've been trying to go in a new direction. So still, last thing I uploaded was that Metal Gear Solid top 5 video. It did pretty well. Happy about that. What else have I been playing?
Have you got any
I
plans
finally
coming up?
saw that Metal Gear Solid video, and I'm a
Oh.
big fan of that. That was good.
Cheers. I
Have you
liked your
played-
comment, mate.
Have you got any plans coming up on your channel or no?
I've been playing a game called Vertical Drop Heroes HD. It's like
I've got that.
it used to be an
GOG.
yeah, it's pretty good. Like it used to be a
Not
in
GOG.
browser game, and I just thought it looked kind of cool, so I downloaded it. And I've got some pretty good things to say about it. I might do a review on that. And also, can we talk about that game we played last night, Bitnik? Is that all good?
Yeah.
I think we can just
Well-
say what we were playing.
This probably
Oh.
isn't going to go up, but I think it was videos they don't want going up. So
Yeah, screen sheet.
Yeah,
Screen
Screen
sheet.
yeah. So we're playing Screen Sheet, which is kind of like an FPS, where you can pretty much
Well,
the aim of
unless
the
this
game
goes
is the
up.
Screen Sheet.
Unless this goes
But
up
yeah.
today or tomorrow, it's not going to beat the embargo
yeah, the
anyway.
embargo
This is
is
true.
over.
Either
So
way,
by
I
the
don't
time I
think they-
upload it, it'll be fine.
Not
I
that
still
we're
don't think
not that we're not
Yeah.
live now, of course, and
Yeah.
just saying it's over live.
Yeah.
I
But
But yeah, I'll
yeah,
probably do a
I-
review of those two games, and then
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll just kind of do more as they come. I might do a full release game, maybe Dragon Age Inquisition, although that might be a bit hard. But yeah, that's kind of what's happening with the channel. Don't want to drag on too
What
much.
you been playing? You've been playing anything?
Last of Us Remastered, World of Warcraft, Vertical Drop Heroes, and Verdun and Screen Sheet.
Hmm.
They're all pretty fantastic games.
Fun.
And yeah, it's
Uh,
been a bit of a slow week.
let's go with the beautiful Beatnik. What have you been up to this week?
I'm like, beautiful. Okay, colors turn. Oh,
No.
Beat is clearly the looks of the group.
Yeah, definitely. He's
think
the
he's
only
the only
one
one
here
that
who
has a
uses
face.
face
Front.
cam. Yeah, yeah. He's the
He's
only one who
with a
actually does
face.
have a face. So, well, yeah. We used
So
our
Beat,
power
what
of
have you been up to?
deduction, and we're like, well, Alex doesn't have a face. Tom doesn't have a face.
I
I
might
don't
cry.
have a
I'm
face.
robotic.
So, well, Beatnik has to be the beautiful one out of all of us. So,
I'm cry. I'm
Yeah.
robotic. You can tell it by my hate of everything. So,
Yes.
Beat, what have you been up to?
I'll be finishing after this. How late is it? Yeah, after this, I'll be finishing my let's play of Tiny and Big. It's been a fun little
Yay.
indie puzzle platformer. Aside from that, I'm going to be figuring out what I'm going to be doing next for a let's play. But outside of let's playing,
Dawn
been
Gate.
trying to
Let's
catch up
play
on all
Dawn
the
Gate.
Zelda games that I haven't played, and I'm up to Skyward Sword, and I'm like really close to the end of that. Like less than a quarter of the game to go, and I really want to finish that this weekend, hopefully.
You let's playing
Those
those
games are
or
so-
just playing those in your free time?
Just free time. I'm still not comfortable enough to hit up a game that's that long for a let's play. I'm warming up with shorter ones at the moment. So next one I'm thinking of, there's a game called Claire, which is like an indie horror game. Apparently,
Yeah.
like some of the bad sides to it is it's taken a lot of influence from games like Silent Hill 2. Apparently, it's got a lot of influence from that. And some people are
Why is
saying
that a
how
bad
that's
thing?
people are saying it's too heavily drawn off of that. So if you've played that game, you know what's going to happen. I haven't played it though, so I'm like,
Oh.
all right, I'm
Silent
keen to
Hill
give this
2
game
is
a shot.
fucking astonishingly good.
All right, I want to play through Silent Hill. I've got that on the PS3, so I'm gonna play through that at some point as well.
Hmm.
I might let's play that. That would be fun. That would be horrible at the same time because I'm not going to be good at it. But yeah, that's kind of what I've got going at the moment.
Fair enough. So,
Sweet.
Colours, what is going on your channel? What have you been playing? And what did I have a little bubs about that?
well, I have to start like uploading again because I've been busy because of like school and all that. But recently I've been playing Divinity Original Sin and Fallout New Vegas and like Screen Cheat and stuff, but I think the most important thing that we need to address is what you've been playing. Little minion dicks.
What I've been playing. I haven't played the mobile version.
And we've lost her again.
I've not played the mobile version of
You broke
Tractor
colours.
Keeper.
Little minion dicks.
I'm just losing it laughing at you laughing.
It's just like everyone else is like, oh yeah, that's like a completely normal word, and me and Cameron are just like, did you just say dicks?
Cam actually just left. He's like, nope, can't handle this too much.
Yeah,
too
you
much.
broke him as well. and then you
So
went
Alex,
to-
what have you been playing?
Like, Alex
have I-
wants to like record Original Sin with me like later on, and the whole time I'm gonna be like, oh, little minion dicks the whole way through.
I expect as much, honestly. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I expect as much. From all of the stuff that I've done with colours, I expect such professionalness.
Well, so long as you expect it, I think it's all good then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you actually playing?
Yeah.
Let's see. What have I been playing this week? Even more Dark Souls as always. Been playing Dawngate. Played that last night. Prison Architect. That's a good game. Very good. Very good. Kenshi. Been playing more of that. I've been trying to get into Skyrim again because I'm trying to do a series on that. Been doing Euro Truck, Don't Starve. I've been playing fucking tons. I played some Burnout the other day again because I went back to that.
I was gonna say, what haven't you been playing?
What haven't I been playing? Let's see. I've got 400, nearly
Minion
400
dicks.
games here. I haven't been playing with Minion Dicks, no. I've been I've been playing Terraria actually quite a lot because I'm currently doing a series on Terraria, playing through the entire game since its 1.2.4 update. Playing through that entire game with a good few friends of mine. I've finished the DLC now for the Dark Souls 2, The Crown of the Sunken King, which is absolutely fantastic DLC. Although I will say it has two bosses at the end, like there's one and there's a little break, then there's the other. The first boss of the area, the first boss of the area is a total bitch, and it's just a shitly designed boss. It's a boss that you basically just have to spam to win, and it just irritates the shit out of me. Really fucking irritating. Let's see. So, what have I got coming up on the channel at the moment? A lot more Terraria as normal. The Dark Souls 2 playthrough will be finishing up over the next few weeks. And I am revisiting an old game which I played ages and ages ago for an indie shock called Only If, because it's recently had its full release. And the actual entire game is out now. I don't know.
I noticed that. Is that still free to play?
Yep, free to play. Full release on Steam. Full game's now been implemented, which if you played the start of it, you probably really want to play the rest of it. I do. I played the start and I got both endings as well, in like the tiny period of game that it was. But yeah, it was a fucking fantastic game. And I'm going to be hopefully after this podcast or tomorrow recording some Divinity Original Sin, which I am really excited for. I'm absolutely astoundedly excited for Divinity Original Sin. And coming up on the stream over the next week will be some Terror, Dawngate, Smite, Euro Truck, and probably some more Prison. I'm the busiest one out of all of us.
You are.
Like everyone else is like,
I'm not gonna
I played
deny
a couple of games here and there. My channel is not getting stuff uploaded. I'm just there like I'm uploading daily, sometimes twice daily, but and streaming. Running a podcast here. We're getting some bacon on this stuff.
You don't have anything else to do.
I do have other stuff to do actually, and I do do it in the free
Like?
time. I just don't mention it because there's no point in mentioning my other things that I don't. The stuff that I do in my free time, for example, looking for work, etc. Well, looking for work, etc., isn't exactly that interesting. So I'm not going to say, yeah, I've been looking for work and stuff as well.
And I applied for this job, and they said no.
Yeah, see?
And then I applied
I
for
applied
this
to
job
work at this
and
place,
didn't
yeah.
get a reply.
And also, yes, hype. I just broke 22,000 views.
Wow.
Well done.
Nice work.
22,215 subscribers. Whew. It's been an
A
emotional
lot of
year.
work, isn't it?
It is a lot of work. So we'll think we'll end that there, and I'll just quickly plug everyone because everyone else is useless apart from me and can't speak properly, which is kind of simple and kind of
Even though you said
understandable.
little minion dicks.
I didn't say little minion dicks.
Yes.
You did
We're not
say
the
it.
ones who
You
said
talk,
minion
talk,
dicks.
you
said little
all
minion
talk so
dicks.
slowly and reserved and
We're
calm. which is-
Australian.
Yeah. So anyway, if you guys are looking for Tom, you can find him over the youtube.com/user/the freely gaming. Colors is youtube.com/user/1000 colors. Myself is youtube.com/user/ALXC1up or the OG Nerd if you just type that straight into Beatnik. Beatnik is as I've just said 3 times now, but Beatnik AU.
I thought
Oh.
You said you can type OG Nerd into.
Is that all in one breath?
Yeah. Instead of saying user, I thought you said useless, and you're like /useless/freely gaming, and I was like, what?
That's the
You're
problem when you
so
speak as
mean.
fast as I do sometimes.
Because you're
Look,
British.
he said type in OG Nerd into the beatnik.
Yeah, into the
Yeah.
Beatnik.
Yeah, I did pick up on that. I'm like, okay.
You probably
yeah.
could actually. You could probably type OG Nerd /Beatnik and you probably get some results. Seeing as like I've tagged Beatnik in my stuff, and I'm pretty sure he's tagged
Yeah,
him
that's true. We'd be
in
tagging each
Monaco.
other with that.
Yeah, in the Monaco stuff. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
always
This
tag
is
the
like
other people that own
Googling
the videos.
yourself.
Like Googling yourself. Are you actually Googling yourself?
OG Nerd /Beatnik. Ah, #1 hit. There you go.
Yeah, it's because you're logged in though as yourself. If you're logged in as yourself. Oh no, actually I'm not logged in, and
I'm
OG
gonna say
Nerd was...
I'm logged in. This is with my other browser, which isn't
Yeah.
for
Nope.
YouTube.
I'm actually not logged in, and the top two okay. So I'm not logged in at the moment. Yeah, I'll actually move the window chat over to the window capture. All right. Let's
Wait, I
get
gotta
this
open your Twitch
set.
stream so I can see this.
Google search. There we go. All right, we'll remove that. Look, that is a search of my name. Well, not fucking out. It's messed up the capture resolution.
Keep it open. I want to see this.
Minimize it down a little bit. There we go. Look, not signed in. As you can see there. This is boosting my ego a lot. As you can see, sign in, not signed in. And top result, me. Second result down, OG Kempster Nerd. I don't know what the fuck that is, but...
OG
and
Campster Nerd.
Kempster, yeah, it's a Urban Dictionary thing. And then third result, my Twitch. Fourth result, my Twitter.
Oh, are you actually Googling it or are you searching on YouTube?
Googled it. I
Ah.
Googled. And the first result, me. Second result, Urban Dictionary. Third result, Twitch. Fourth result, Twitter. And then my Logist Warehouse, one of my old videos, and then my game profile, my Game Jolt profile. So yeah, I have officially won the internet.
Sweet. My
Well,
goal
I
is
come
to
up
get
first on the
like
YouTube search.
my goal is to get so high up that if you just type colors, then I'll pop up. I want to get to that. That's like my goal because it's always like Dulux and paints and all that stuff. 'cause-
That's ridiculous.
I need to do that.
That's like me
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, I want to be just gaming." Type
I-
of gaming, the freely gaming.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I want to. I want to get to the extent that you can type in nerd or OG and you can get my channel, but I think Cry is the biggest winner of the internet so far with the fact that you can type in Cry and it brings up his YouTube channel.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty
how I
epic.
want to be with like colors. I want people to type in colors and then mine's like the first up there or on the first page or something. Because
And
like
I
if you
thought
type
mine was
in
bad
one,
with like typing in Beatnik.
yeah,
You get all of these 60s stuff.
yeah. But like for me, if you type in like 1,000 colors or whatever, I pop up straight away.
So I think we should end it there for this podcast for today. So thank you all for joining us. You guys have been lovely, and hopefully, if you stuck around for this length of time, I don't know, Colors will put a key in the description which can only be deciphered by you. Not really sure how because there's no code.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The code
Yeah.
is
Code
1, 2,
is
3,
minion
4.
dicks.
Yes. The
Minion
cipher to work off is minion dicks, and there we go.
So
you'll learn, you'll
what's
decode
this
the
key thing
cipher.
for? I wasn't
know.
paying attention.
You're gonna put a code. You're gonna put a key in the description, and the cipher will be minion dicks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I have no idea what's the key you're gonna put in there. And how you're gonna make
I
it relate
think
to minion
I
dicks.
think you've
Okay.
now like ruined Despicable Me now.
Oh, for
now, every time,
All right.
now every time they're like, oh yeah, the minions, blah, I'm gonna think minion dicks. Minion dicks.
All right. Okay. We're
Every
gonna end
damn
it there.
time.
As normal, I will be back later tonight with proper streaming and proper games and stuff, and also every Saturday at 12 p.m. UK time with the podcast. So, ta-ra.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh,
Yeah, cool.
Wow,
I like
that was
being the host.
absolutely exhausting.
I like being the host.
I like doing
Then
nothing.
why don't you do it more often?
I'm going to.
I do it all the time.
Glorious Leader
Except-
has
Except I'm doing it next week. Sorry.
Glorious Leader has dedicated himself as host for introductions and everything like that.